Going once, going twice. Here we go. Okay. Welcome, viewers. A very harried and busy Ronald is now your GM and host. The occupation of the anthropology library ended about a week ago, but that means I'm like making up all of these things I postponed, including several RPG sessions, and also I just put out 3.5 hours of edited video in the last 10 days. So I wrote, acted in, edited two full-length feature Netflix films. Whatever. Films. Not Netflix. Films. Okay, whatever. That's me complaining. Oh, and also, you see my cat. Also, something that happened is my friend who's moving out of town on a work break dropped off his cat. So I need to now make this cat get along with a new cat. So I had to go and feed her, so that was why I was a couple of minutes late. So anyway, that's me. That's how I've been. How's everybody else?
Pretty good.
Doing all right?
Okay, good. All right, let me check sound levels, which is the perennial problem. It looks like I'm very loud, according to the testing. I'm a little too loud. Can I get sound levels from Craig Griffith? Say words.
Words.
Echo Zero.
Shakespeare.
Frankie McShanky.
Give me the gift of a grip top sock.
And R, I don't know what. I see an R.
Yeah. All the world's a stage and men are merely players.
Underhill.
It's in my top drawer.
Oh, you're less to me. So say that again. Huh? Is anyone else having trouble hearing him?
I think he was talking to his sister when he was.
Oh.
I don't know if he heard you.
Underhill?
Hang on.
You're breaking up.
I'm switching over to my phone for this.
Cool. All right. So say a sentence. Can you hear us?
Hang on 1 second.
Okay.
Hear me.
Quest for the Frozen Plain. Voice channel. 6 users.
No, I'm about to get it.
Close.
Oh no. I hear.
All right, can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
That's better.
Yes.
In about 1 second because I got to turn on my video
All right.
and then.
Cool. Okay. So are we ready to go?
I believe. So.
Okay.
Just let me know if I reposition my camera at all.
Okay.
I'll have to get it set. That should be.
That looks good.
Yep. Okay.
All right. So our members of the Broken Tusk tribe, who have been working together to scout and do other tasks for the following, in anticipation of the Night of the Green Moon, you've been tasked with doing several things, and you had fetched water in these holy vessels. What else did you do? There was one more.
We dealt with the unkindness of ravens of doom.
Yes, you went to Rock Loom, which is where the ceremony is going to take place. This is the ceremony that marks spring, and now you were talking to listening to a very talkative girl named Emek, who was very chatty, telling you about all of the mammoths that she's befriended, their names, their relationships, how they all met the following, in anticipation of at least one of you was able to glean some wisdom about taming animals and got the tame animal skill feat while trying to, after making will saving throws, trying to listen to her. And
I know Skritch gleaned information, but he can't take the feat yet, so.
Yes. it looks like Ernest Nansen, our super knowledge person.
Yes, I do now have that feat. Yes.
Yeah, from all those, all that. You had disciplined your mind to take on large amounts of information. And she happily leads you towards the grove where the giant tapirs dwell. The tapirs are creatures that you were told, that Letsua told you. Letsua is one of the mammoth lords. Would be a useful addition to the following, because they often run ahead to things, ahead of the mammoths, and can be an early a way of finding out whether danger is ahead early. So they're herbivores, and she leads you to the grove and says, I'm not supposed to help you beyond this point.
Otherwise, it could be dangerous.
Yes, but Weepo was telling me that this was another... she says that you might become scouts. Good luck!
Okay, thanks. It's still
Thank you.
All right.
As soon as she...
Yeah, I'm not supposed to help you because, I'm really good at this, so I'm supposed to let you try. She's scratching her face.
We need to learn. We need to learn to do this. Yes. And if you did the work for us, then we would not learn this. No. So we must do this. Yes.
Good luck. All right, she and her animals now walk away. She's kind of walking double step back to the tribe.
Oh, by Sister Cinder, she's more exhausting than Agricola.
I see that Brom and Brahgy are fatigued. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, because you were listening to her.
Yeah.
Brom rubs his eyes. He's like, I couldn't keep up with her, best as I tried to.
And when you're fatigued, you cannot do exploration activities while moving.
Mm-hmm.
You're surrounded you're in a grove of trees.
Well, all right. I think that it would be best if we try to find these tapirs then. Who here is good at tracking? I'm not a tracker.
That would be myself. I'd like to mark tapirs as, I guess, my hunted prey, and I'd like to see about seeing if I can pick up some tapir tracks.
I believe track is an open roll. Wait, no, that I know why that is. Now, I'm going to say perception to find some initial. So I'm going to do a secret check to see if you find some initial signs of them. Oh, you know what? It's not just tracks you're looking for, but there's more obvious things you can look for. Go ahead and make a survival or nature check.
All right.
Like, droppings and...
All right. Survival it is, then.
It's more of a knowledge thing. Okay. Well, you do find some trampled grass and the large, distinctive tapered toes of the tapir. Okay. I just realized the word is the same word. Splayed toes, I think is the word. Yes, splayed toes. It's like, imagine, it's kind of like an elephant hoof, but with like large knobs of bone, like 3 of them, heading off in a certain direction. So now is you have a bonus on this next check to track them. And
all right,
don't bother applying the bonus. I know what it is.
Okay. Do I roll or
you can roll? Yeah.
All right. Is this going to be perception or
it's survival?
Survival. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. So you walk around for a little bit. I'm trying to look at the results of the track activity. You can try again after a 1 hour delay.
Yeah, I suppose I should have asked this before I rolled, but Nelek is also trained in survival too, so I guess
it would be a aid situation. One person makes the check. It
that's
wouldn't
what
have
I
been
was going
enough.
to.
I'm gonna let you know.
Okay, all right,
You can do that for this next check.
all right.
All right, you want to do the aid check, you guys?
Oh yeah, all right. So this is going to be an hour later.
Yeah, it's now going to be 10 a.m.
All right. So here is Nelek's survival roll to aid.
Okay.
Nice.
So this is going to be a +2. Oh, but the thing is, you get a circumstance bonus from hunting prey, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you're kind of already, like, really good on your own. They would have had to critically succeed, basically.
Okay. All right. I'll try again.
Oh, no.
Just to save everyone time, I might as well hero point that.
Okay. It would suck to not come back in time.
So to reroll on a hero point, could you remind me how I do that again?
Right-click the result of the first roll.
Okay. Oh, hang on a sec. Yeah, there we go. There we go.
Oh my goodness.
There we go.
All right. I just realized I'm going to let those rolls stay. However, the girl her chattiness would have prevented you from being the tracker. Well, from being the primary tracker. But I'm going to say we now, we succeed. Let's say you and your joint efforts, you're helped through this. But, yeah, you would have kind of had to, you're just too occupied by all of the chatting of that girl to concentrate fully. Okay. Well, you do find a grove, and you do see their distinctive backside up ahead, past some bushes. And let me get you on this map here. What am I missing? Finnur Rendsen is one of our characters.
Finnur, yes.
Finnur.
We must not forget Finnur.
All right. Okay.
It's a big bird.
It is. Well. You can tell that there are two tapers that you're tracking. They're both young and strong. And... hold on. They are... you see them up ahead. And... do you actually see them?
Yes.
Okay. They're kind of limping. And you also see that there were a couple of snares that were set here. They're kind of limping about. And they see the party approaching and kind of limp away a bit. They kind of look reluctant to interact with anybody.
So they look hurt?
Yes.
Maybe I can use my what I was able to glean from the young woman's discussions with us. I think that I might be able to put them at ease. It will take some time. So I would like to actually use my tame animal feat
Mm-hmm.
Here's what I mean.
to try to. So I attempt a nature check.
All right. As you approach them, they kind of they do back away to the back of this clearing, and they look at you suspiciously.
Brahgy also looks at him suspiciously.
Don't. I will show that I'm unarmed, not approach threateningly.
Mm-hmm.
Just trying to put them at ease as much as I can.
Mm-hmm.
It says it takes an hour to do this.
Yeah. Basically, it's kind of you're gonna have to be the taper whisperer. It's both a
Right.
combination of being not too. You definitely don't want to startle them, but you're also just observing. If any of you befriend a cat before, there's an amount of. If they
No
don't
one has
come
ever
out yet,
befriended a
there's just
cat.
kind of.
Let's be honest there.
Yeah. So, yes, when you become more proficient, this becomes faster. I think it becomes like 3 actions at legendary, just like Dr. Doolittle, basically.
Yeah, 3 actions if you're legendary, but that wouldn't be until level 15, and this adventure doesn't even go to level 15, so.
I think master it gets to be 1 minute. Anyway.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right. So go
Brom
ahead and
sees-
make
Brom
that.
sees what's- Go ahead.
Okay, making a nature check.
Okay, Ernest. Didn't
Ernest,
quite
try giving them a mushroom.
Oh, Ernest is our all-star. Remember last session?
Wow.
Okay. Well, they seem to be less frightful and are kind of approaching him curiously. They don't feel threatened by him. And
Brom is leaning up against a tree, resting his eyes. But before he does that, he made sure that, Eddie, why don't you go hang out behind those trees over there? We don't want to startle them.
I'm going to read this feat. Ernest has formed a friendly bond with the animals. As long as they are not starving, they will not attack him or creatures obviously allied with him. Even if you're normally creatures they would prey upon. And if you had critically succeeded, which you did not, this would have been permanent, but this will last for a month. You can use the train animal skill feat to teach basic actions. But basically, this effectively means you could add them to your following, which is what your task was. And they are added to your organization. The leadership subsystem. So this is 2 members.
So, does that mean that within the month, he could try again and keep trying for a critical success, or are they immune for that month? That they are...
On that, we'd have to read more closely. I mean,
Because it seems like if he can just keep trying to get a critical, then, I mean...
I'm going to say it's
that would...
once a day. No, once a week. I'm going to write that into the feat.
Makes sense.
If you succeed. I think you can make a new attempt another day if you fail. The critical failure, it's like 1 month before you can try again. But they are kind of... one of them, the funny one, goes over to you, Ernest, and kind of sits on its backside. And lifts its leg. You see that there are barbs that are deeply embedded into its toes, into its feet.
Oh. A rather barbaric trap, one that's meant to hamper with pain rather than either kill outright or simply hold in place. Who would have left because these are not from the following, are they? These
That-
traps?
Unless there is a errant member of the following, the following has not been. You were the ones assigned to catch tapers.
Is it possible that someone in the following was using this area for trapping before the tapers were known to be here?
You had migrated to this place, and that would not have.
Okay.
Yeah.
So another following or some lone person.
Does someone want to investigate the snares?
It's holding out its leg.
I will attempt to remove them as safely as possible. I'm assuming that's medicine check.
That's one way, sure.
Okay. I'll go ahead and make a medicine
If you
check.
ever this also is it looks like they were the snares that they had triggered were the poison barb snare. If you actually had tested out a poison barb snare, you would have a bonus right now.
Oh,
because you have a greater understanding of it.
Brom tested out the poison barb snare, and he's trained in medicine too.
All right, if you want to give it a go.
I'll see if I can help him. In the meantime, you can take a look at those snares and see if there was anything that we would have done, that we would have put together, or whether it was something else. I don't know whether whether that would be of Weeper's make or not.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Well, you see that the snares don't have. They're using different materials from nature that she would not have recommended, and the shape of it suggests that she was not the teacher, definitely. Oh. And Ernest sees something odd. He notices that the plants that are used to apply the poison, that the sap on the barbs, is not common to this area. It's more common in the mountains to the east, many miles from here.
I will make note of that to the rest of the party.
All right, rolling medicine now.
Okay. Okay. Let's see. Well, that's just not a success. It continues to hold out its foot.
Is it immune for me trying again, or can I try again immediately?
It is not protesting.
All right. Easy there, easy there. It'll be over soon.
The other one's looking on curiously, and you're able to extract two barbs out, and it's kind of testing its gait. It's kind of walking around much faster now, and it's now running towards you and nuzzling you with its nose.
Brom chuckles, pats the side of it, pats the side of the head, and said, "Happy to be of assistance."
The one that was more cautious around you is now kind of limping forward and kind of stretches out like a cat like this and pushes out one of its feet, and it has barbs in it too.
All right, your turn.
This is like Animal Hospital.
Who says that you have to kill the animals to bring them back?
Oh no. Well, you do get that +2 bonus. Yeah, you're all right. You just have to not roll a 1. So feel free to keep rolling.
Let's try it again.
This is kind of not the most exciting skill check. Okay, you got it. All right. Okay. They're kind of walking around and kind of hesitantly going back to that water hole and drinking. but they're just kind of very... You can tell from their body language that they are, relaxed around you.
Do they seem like they're hurt still? Like they're weak from the poison?
Yeah, I'm trying to look at that. There's Megan. Megan. It's lots of animals. Does... Oh, I see. Yeah, they each have taken about 5 damage. Okay. Alright.
If they will let Skritch approach, he'll do lay on hands on one, and then I can pray for 10 minutes and do it on the other one.
Mm-hmm.
And that'll heal them both up to full.
Good.
And Professor, while Skritch is doing that, you want to see if you can't try and disassemble one of those snares and bring it back for Weeper to look at?
Well, I can certainly take it up. I mean, it's already activated, so it's already done its use. But yes, we can bring the components back. I see no reason why not.
You can.
And I will go ahead and try to start taking it apart.
Okay.
I think that would also be something that Finnur
Hover.
would be able to assist with.
I assume everyone's hanging out when this attack happens. Everyone roll
Sorry,
initiative.
What?
It's not the tapers.
Oh,
No, it will
You're about to find out.
Don't worry about it. Do initiative roll. Perception. Initiative.
Who have I not? Oh.
I'm getting there. I think you have to open the character sheet.
All right.
Okay. Uh-huh. Ooh. Okay, you guys,
Did you get it? I'm getting there. Okay. Initiative roll. Initiative perception.
well, there's a spear that comes out of the, from behind the trees. Somebody was behind a spear, behind a tree, and hits Ernest. And I think I need less calming music. There we go.
And I can't tell what my roll was, but if I tie with an enemy, I go before that enemy. Because
Gotcha.
it's token.
Okay, 5 piercing damage, and it's
Ow.
it's a human, but there are clearly from a warlike following, with a jagged scar that kind of clumsily goes across his cheek and above his eye. And the next thing he does, he has a spear in the other hand, and he rushes forward towards Ernest, who's trying to disassemble the spear, who's on the ground. He's prone at the moment. He's not lying down. He's just, squatting. He has to.
Yeah.
He's just not in a good spot here. And here comes another one. Over here, who sees runs forward, and with one spear goes after. Oh geez! Hey guys. Okay, that's gonna be. Oh, we're doing default. No, I want to do double dice. I do double dice. So, according to Ronald's rules of rolling, I now roll again. So that was 7 plus 8, 15 damage. Ernest! No!
Yeah.
Last attack.
All right.
Okay, that knocks out the our guy. He's goes unconscious, and it's now the party's chance to respond. Brom.
You'll pay for that.
So no one has any weapon in hand. You have... Wait! You're exploring. My
normal action would be to have my shield raised, but I was doing lay on hands and praying after that, so probably won't have it raised this time.
Yeah. Got it. Everybody else, I assume you're gonna have your normal exploration, whatever you're holding. Okay, Brom.
All right, then. Brom will first mark the nearest hunter, the one to Ernest's left, as his prey. Then he is going to command an animal.
Oh, our friends have fled.
Sudden excitement and all that.
They're higher level, so they won initiative. So.
All right, Nellie's running forward, and actually no, Nellie. Wait. Because Ernest is down, he doesn't contribute to flanking, correct?
Right.
Okay, then Nellie is fine right there, and she will make a peck attack on the hunter.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wait, she didn't.
That's a hit. Go ahead and roll damage. Okay, that is... Wow. It's a precise bird. She's got that precision edge.
And let's see if we can get some more on there. Brom fires at the same.
Mm-hmm. And he gets the precision thing too.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay. The arrow whizzes past it and notices the party. Or he notices the party. He's about to attack the party. I think that's your turn.
Mm-hmm.
Brahgy.
Brahgy is going to reach out and mutter some words. He's going to slap Skritch's warhammer and cast magic weapon on it.
Mm-hmm.
It's 2 actions.
I will frown at Brahgy, but okay.
And then I guess he's just gonna force bolt the one on the left there that the bird's been pecking at.
Mm-hmm. Okay, 2 force damage.
Turn.
Okay, Finnur.
Oh, well. Isn't wonderful. He is going to attempt to exploit vulnerability on, we'll go with the smart, because he's there. So, in order to do that, we are that.
20.
That is a wall of text.
Yeah, I forget about that sometimes. I need to make the Tarek lore skill
Yeah.
check. Tarek lore. Roll that.
Okay, that's a crit success. It has no weaknesses and no resistances. I think that's all you learn, but you do get to create a personal antithesis.
Yes, I will do that. That was my first action. My second action is to take a 5-foot step here. And my third and final action will be target to make it strike.
Okay.
Again.
That's a hit with your weird esoterica, and we're gonna add 2 to that, so that's 6 damage.
I've already got the 2. It's implements empowerment. I rolled a 1.
Right, and in addition to that, you trigger a weakness.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All right. There's a. It burns as you touch it, as you touch him, and it doesn't sure who. He isn't sure who he hates more. He's going to. I think we move on to Skritch.
You can hate me if you'd like.
All right. All right. So go ahead and move me up. So, if I can, give me flanking. Just like across people. And I have a speed of 25 feet, so I swear if I can do that.
Now.
Yeah. Now, you're gonna have to target and attack. And yes, I want to draw that, which we use in half-orc. We'll use in Hotel. So that'll be 2 actions, and the attack will be the 3rd action. When you do the attack, yep.
Ah! Looks like you're doing the felling blow here.
Don't forget magic weapon.
Yeah. How do I apply magic weapon? Is that just going to be Ronald's rule of double rolling?
Click. Well, it has 1 hit point left, so.
Oh, so that.
For
Alright.
funsies, though, I can drag it on, and we can see. Is it a scimitar or warhammer?
The warhammer.
Okay. Roll. Click damage now. All right, you bash the person's skull in. This is no longer a opponent.
All right.
And your hammer glows with magical energy.
Which I'm still frowning at. But that's my turn.
Okay. Ernest, make a recovery check. Ah, okay.
Yo.
Okay, he's
nice.
stable. Okay. This seeing that this is not some mere civilians, hunter-gatherers, this stranger is going to try to flee. He's going to go north through this difficult terrain and benefit from the cover. Actually, he's going to first go through the non-difficult terrain. So 15 and just 60, and then he goes 30 more feet. Okay, Brom. Is the party pursuing?
Let's see.
I think we need to worry about Ernest before we can pursue them. Skritch says. But if they have ranged weapons, then they might attack us, from range while we're tending to him. So.
Right. Brom might be able to get a shot off on him, but if he ran off into the trees, he probably would have the benefit of heavy cover.
Can you send Nelly after them? Nelek?
Well, with the difficult terrain, even though Nelek's got a speed of... so the problem is that 50 feet away from Nelek only gets 2 actions on a command animal, so she'd need to be spending both to... I suppose that Nelek could chase after him off the map, and we'll see how she'll catch him, no doubt. But
she does have a high speed. Oh, but she's a minion though.
She only gets 2 actions, and he gets 3.
Yep.
They'll get 3 on each of their turns.
I'd say we just let him go and focus on saving. Well, it's not like he needs saving; he's stabilized. we'll throw the dead one on top of Nelek and take him back to camp and see what they do and see what they want to do with them now.
Sounds good. They might be able to tell if they're from a specific following or not.
Okay. All right.
And we must.
Then Brom's gonna use his turn to. We can say that if we let him go, does that mean combat is over?
What was Anthony gonna say?
We must go and find the tapers. Yes, we must not let them run off. We need to bring them back with us. Yes.
That's right. Skritch, you'll be able to help out Ernest. I'll try tracking the tapers and see if I can't bring them back.
I have to pray to Sarenrae to regain my healing power.
I will use the medicine. I will use the medicine, and I will save our friend. Yes. And so he does.
All right.
And
I can watch over Finnur while he does that.
Okay.
All right, then. Brom will go off and try and find the tapers.
Okay. Do a Nate. Yeah.
Is he? Wait, can Brom do that? Because that would be exploration mode again.
Well, within reason. I mean, I'll have a penalty.
All right.
He's got a splitting headache.
That's true. You do nature or survival?
Either.
All right. Just as well as another, so.
Okay. All right. Okay. They are, they were spooked, and, you find one of them. Well, they're actually both together. And, had you befriended them before? You were kind of part of the group that Ernest... They know you as one of Ernest's friends.
And I was the one that took the thorns out of their feet too.
Oh yes. Oh, they love you. All right. All right. They nuzzle you. Or one of them does. The funny one does. That's the one who nuzzled you. Okay. All right. It has a funny shaped nose. Okay. Funny ear. Okay. Well, that that person from the other following ran away, and you look at the corpse of the one that is left behind. Yes, this
Oh, you're losing some packets.
This other following has a far more violent lifestyle, and there's I described the jagged burn mark on his face. It's not the only burn mark on his body. There's some on his shoulders, one on his chest, and they're too elaborate to have been accidental.
And you said that he is human?
Yes. Yeah.
Do you want me to do the treat wounds check?
Sure. Okay.
So before combat started, was I like in the middle of praying, or had I finished praying at that point to regain my focus point?
At least 10 minutes passed, yes.
Okay.
That probably would work better than my feeble attempts to patch up spear wounds.
Yeah, so I'll lay on hands on Ernest.
Okay, well, you would have done that immediately, right?
If I had the focus point, if I had finished praying before the combat started.
Yeah, you did. Okay. But treat wounds is needed to remove the wounded condition.
Right.
Okay. Well,
I am going to kind of like, as I stand up, kind of like rub into the places where I was poked with a spear and say, I'm starting to get tired of these involuntary naps. Honestly, I didn't really catch what even hit me. I just felt 3 piercing pains and then fell down.
Oh,
That's the last thing I remember.
yes.
So
those
the
are
first spear
spears. I don't think you have them at your school, but they're long. Sometimes they're wood, sometimes they're metal.
I know what a spear is.
And
I know
go-
what a spear is. We had guards in the city and stuff.
Oh, they might have them. Yes.
Yes, they had spears, swords, anything to keep the general populace protected. But
Well, Brom walks up. He takes the corpse off of Nelek's back and then throws it in front of Ernest and said, "Well, here was one of them at least. We made short work of him. But it's like I said at the start, Professor. The knowledge you get out here might be a little bit different than the kind that you're used to."
Yes.
Don't you dare put that thing in front of me and tell me to eat it because I got first kill. Don't.
Oh, it's all I could do to keep Nelly from having at it. But no, we need to get this back to camp to let old Grandpa Ayoah know what happened here.
All right, the tapers are arriving from the woods.
So the first spear was thrown at Ernest, right?
And the preppy one seems to understandingly nuzzle Ernest, feels your pain. What was your question?
The first spear that hit Ernest, it was thrown at him.
Yes.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
Is that spear still around?
It is. It
Can
has
we?
the same
Can we take?
little symbol that you saw earlier on a spear.
Oh, Brom remembers.
Okay.
He goes over and fetches the spear that he won from Picano from Nelly's saddlebag. Does it look familiar to this one?
Yes.
Uh-huh. Except this new one doesn't have a hand on it, does it?
No.
it's strange. It seems strange.
The guy
to
only
me
threw
that,
the spear.
it seems strange to me that we haven't seen more of this following. If they're nearby, are they trying to avoid our notice?
Well, I'm thinking that they might be initial scouts, like us. They could be like us. Are they in training? They might be in training. Yes, we don't know. We should find out. Yes, yes.
Well, I don't think this one will be particularly forthcoming with that information.
Oh no! Not with his head smashed in like
Consider
that.
that his face is
You won't
gone.
be
Good
thinking
grief.
that. Jesus. What is wrong with me?
Trying to wonder that myself.
Our tapers are starting to wander off looking for roots and berries.
Sometimes I get too much into character.
Well, I think it'd be best if we return to the following now. I suppose.
With just two, do we want to try to see more out here?
I certainly don't want to stay out here in case the one that you said ran off comes back with others.
Okay.
I agree with the professor on this one. This isn't your average nature hike now. They're enemies out here.
Yeah.
And these tapers are liable to spook at the first sign of trouble. So, two tapers in the hand are worth 4 in the bush, as they say.
Sure.
They said that. I think.
Do any of us know how to clear tracks behind us so that we can make sure we can't be followed back to our following? Just in case they do come back and then decide to see where we went.
This is under survival, I think.
It is, and it would require
Cover
someone to be
tracks.
unexhausted. It would be. I think someone would need to be both trained in survival and unexhausted.
That girl has been the most formidable enemy today.
I think can someone check to see if Skritch is trained? I think he's trained in survival.
Is it a trained? It doesn't say. No, it's just under exploration. I don't think you need to be trained.
Okay.
But
It's
he is trained.
It's an opposed survival check. It looks like.
Okay. Well, it'd be better to have someone more trained to do it than I am, but I can walk behind the party and clear our tracks as we go back.
Better than
I misspoke. There was no opposed checks in Pathfinder 2e. It's just they have to roll survival against your survival DC.
Survival DC, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what you meant.
If it is higher than the normal DC to track.
Well, basically, if you're trained, it probably is.
Yeah. So I think my wisdom is 10. So I think I only have a 13.
Yeah, you have a 13 DC.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I'll be going behind the group, clearing our tracks as we go.
For what it's worth, I just remembered. Nelly is also trained in survival. Would it be too much to ask of her to like scuff up our tracks with her big talons? She walks behind us as we head out.
I think that's too much. I think it says animal companions know certain actions. I think.
I mean, she's a big brave bird, but I don't know how smart she actually can be like that.
Fair enough. Just asking.
Yeah.
She is a brave, or she is a bird.
Okay. All right. Are you prepared to return with your new friends?
I believe so.
I can add that to our landing page.
Yay!
Yay!
Where are we? Oh, not that landing page. Okay. Yes. So they've joined you. Yeah, that was only maybe took 20 minutes and then another hour. Okay, it's about noontime. And people are welcoming you back. Oh, looks like Ernest is still wounded.
I would still be wounded. I will fix myself up after we report in and talk about the fact that there could be some very violent people nearby.
Mm-hmm.
As a matter of fact, there are some very violent people nearby.
All right. So who do you want to speak to?
One less.
I think we should go to Ayoah for this.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay. And we're on the last day before the ceremony, I believe.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the taper for the last
that's tonight. Okay. All right. He has a broad smile and he says, "I see you added to our family."
Yeah. We found the tapers, but unfortunately we also found something else rather disturbing. It seems that there is another following nearby whose intentions may be less than peaceful.
Brom walks up and with the hunter's corpse over his shoulder and drops it in front of Grandpa Ayoah's feet. This was one of the two that got the jump on us while we were getting the tapers.
I see. We're kind of on the edges of the camp, and there's another. And Letsua also comes up, and they kind of look at each other with concern, and they say, "We can't let this be seen." And they look at the party and say, "Let's. Shall we walk some distance away from the camp with this body?"
How
of course,
was
we don't
Brom
want to cause a disturbance.
Underhill, what you were saying something?
Yeah, how openly was Brom walking around with the corpse when he came into the following to go to Grandpa Ayoah?
There was a couple of adults who looked on and kind of gawked at this body, and yep.
I will join the rest of you in a moment. I'm going to take the two tapirs to Emek and make sure that she takes them under her wing.
Mm-hmm. Grandfather Ayoah says, let me ask you as the GM the question. The first spear that you guys found, you guys kept it? Did Picano take it at all? No, the party kept it.
No, we
right?
kept it.
Oh, okay. Grandfather Ayoah was examining the body, and also says, so what happened?
Well, the tapirs were injured when we first arrived, and after calming them and helping them, apparently they attacked me first because I was closest or maybe looked the weakest, which fair. And then they were able to fight the rest of them off.
Mm-hmm. Letsua is saying this isn't one of the followings we're familiar with.
Brom says he fishes the spear that he took on that first day out from Nelek's saddlebag, and says, "This spear that we found a couple days ago appears to be relatively similar to the spear that this one was carrying. It seems to me that this particular following has agents in the area, and it has me concerned because they're hyper-aggressive, and if they're in the area, I'm concerned that they might try to launch some kind of raid against our following if they know where we are."
We have many valuable resources, yes, that they might want, and maybe they don't have, and we do, and that makes us a target. Yes, we don't want to be one of those.
Letsua, upon seeing the spear, and the symbol on it, he kind of steps forward, very firmly, and grabs the spear from your hand and looks at it, and looks at Grandfather Ayoah, and there's kind of some understanding between them. Grandfather Ayoah says, he thanks you for telling him about this, and it is quite... He has not seen this symbol in many years. He says that now's not a good time for him to tell you more about this following. He thinks that...
I would think that this is the best time, seeing as they're nearby.
Well, he says what he wants to do is invite you to his tent now, so where he can tell you more.
Okay.
Of course, sooner the better.
Okay, my cat. All right, so he's hoping that Nelek can stay out here with the body, or somebody can, or if it can just be left away from the tribe.
Brom smiles. Like, I wouldn't leave the body alone with Nelek. She might be hungry.
He understands.
Well, at this point, do we need the body anymore? Can we take it and bury it?
The grandfather?
Yeah, I'm asking. Do we?
Yeah.
I mean, can we take this body and bury it somewhere so that, I mean, they can at least, even though they attacked us, they can be at rest?
He wants to make sure some of the other mammoth lords, some of the others who are he trusts, see the corpse. So he there's some nearby rocks that you can hide it behind, if you'd like.
All right.
Okay. Well, the two of them lead you back to Grandfather Ayoah's tent, and Letsua kind of stands outside the tent, standing guard, and Grandfather Ayoah bids you all inside. Okay. So
right.
He makes a fire, even though it's mid-afternoon or early afternoon. And though he's usually of good humor, he now looks profoundly sad, and he tells you to sit. He pokes the embers with a stick. I had hoped you would never need to hear the story I'm about to tell you. Or at least I would not be the one to have to tell it. How to make a long story short, I will try to put it simply in the I'll try to put it simply. In the F-gear, the before times, when my ancestors were young, we broken tusks were called the burning mammoths. Our migration route was large then, as was our herd. We carried with us a powerful light, the primordial flame. And he spreads the fire's coals into a wide, flat layer in the middle of his tent. In the center of the coals, there's a perfectly round pebble that glows red hot. Then, the great quake shattered the eastern lands. Grandfather Ayoah tips a large, jagged rock from the fire ring into the coals. Far as we were, our people still felt the thundering hooves of the demon horde. Earwigs and pillbugs scatter out of the hole left by the upturned stone. Our mammoth lords argued over what to do with the light. In the end, some of us took the primordial flame. We hid it where it would be safe. And with his stick, he separates a few coals from the rest, making sure to move the red-hot pebble next to the smaller group. The others called us traitors and went east to face the demons, taking the banner of the burning mammoths with them. Weak but determined to carry on, we took a new name, the Broken Tusk. That was long ago, and much has happened since. He drops his stick into the fire. But now, the burning mammoths have returned, and in time for the night of the green moon. I can't say what this means, but my bones tell me this will not be a happy reunion. And he looks at you and asks it to see if you have anything to say.
Says, I'm in agreement with you there, Grandfather. What's terrifying me right now is to think that if they have scouts in this area, that they might be willing to launch some kind of attack when the tribe is gathered for the festival tonight. I think that we need to be absolutely on our guard. I still think the festival should go forward, but we need to be prepared if they come.
He's nodding. He says, yes, it's much too... they would have to gather the whole camp together. But he thinks that... He says you're right. He agrees with you. He asks Letsua to come in. And they're talking about some ideas now, but what could be done to prepare the camp to leave first thing in the morning. He says that the Sister Cinder, too, it's very important to them. He says that the last several years have been very hard on the tribe, and it would be... it would break the hearts of the people to not be able to celebrate the spring as well. But first and foremost, there's a lot to prepare. There's packing, doing some preliminary packing. Also, clearing the path eastward, cleaning up the camp, and they're talking about a couple of other things. But yeah, Letsu was here they are. They hope that you can in these next several hours, and making sure not to tell everybody exactly why. They're going to make sure that the other Mammoth Lords know. But to organize the camp so that it be ready to leave first thing in the morning. Clearing the trail by scouting ahead to the east for an hour. There are the baskets of alcohol that need to be the roots and herbs that make it alcoholic. He doesn't want people to get too drunk. So whatever you can do to dilute it, or maybe replace the herbs, or just get more water.
I could probably
and also helping to gather the mammoths.
Mm-hmm.
Who are scattered in a several mile radius.
I will volunteer to work on some of the alcohol dilution.
These are things that
because that sounds like crafting, and I'm good at crafting.
Okay, these are all kind of team tasks. Let's see what it says.
Tasks. Okay.
Yeah,
I would help with it. I would help them with that. I think herbalism might.
So, just so that I've got a clear understanding of what's going on, was Ayoah's decision that we have the festival tonight, but we leave first thing in the morning?
Yes.
Okay.
And he says, anyway, hero point for Brom for coming up with an idea that he agrees with. That actually is totally,
Before anything else, I'm actually going to treat wounds on myself.
Okay.
See if I can at least get rid of the wounded condition on myself.
Do any of you have any questions for Grandfather Ayoah?
Yes. I think.
All right, that'll get rid of
Do
the
you
wounded
think
condition.
that this, the burning tusks? Am I getting that right? The
burning mammoth.
Burning mammoth. Do you think that they are coming back now because that the world wound, or the demon infestation to the east is now been closed, and do you think that is why they are coming back?
It could be. He says that was why they went out.
Yeah.
But from what you're telling us, it sounds like they have become very warlike. And
well, if they've been fighting demons, war might be all they know at this point.
Say that again. If they're fighting demons,
if they're just fighting demons and that's all they've done for a couple generations, it might be all they know at this point.
Yes.
It's a pattern seen throughout history, and I start going off on a tangent because I'm a professor of anthropology about that sort of stuff.
He says that hopefully this was a coincidence, and that was a scouting party that was just wandering too far from their following. But he agrees with Brom about preparing for the worst.
But also maybe they come because of the festival. I mean, if this our following and their following were once the following, wouldn't they not have the same traditions? Yes, and customs, yes, and would they not want to celebrate? And now that they're back, oh, that might be why they're back. Do you think that they will come to the festival tonight?
But those two attacked us on sight. I don't think that they have
Yeah,
peaceful intentions.
Ernest is like pointing to his wounds.
Yeah. They could have killed me.
They very nearly did.
Mm-hmm.
No, we would not let them do that. No. We will save you. I will save you, yes?
I do appreciate that, but nonetheless, let's get to these tasks. Make sure that we're ready to go when morning comes.
Before Brom leaves Brom leaves the tent, he turns back to Grandpa Ayoah and asks, "You said when the burning mammoth tribe broke, that it was our group that ended up keeping that light. Do we still have it? And if not, what happened to it?"
Well, that is the worst part of this story. We did not hide it well enough. It was stolen.
Well,
He
who stole
averts
it,
his
then?
gaze. He looks a little But enough of this for now. That's a whole tale in itself.
Yes, I agree. If it's long in the telling, we have much to do, and only half a day to do it.
Yes, he hopes that you can get. Letsua says you have the next 5 hours, hopefully, to try to get these things done. And he also emphasizes that some people did see the dead human. If anyone asks you about it, say what happened, but don't mention the burning mammoth. Don't let that spear be seen, because it's not the. This has happened occasionally, having run-ins with
other followings.
Yes, that are not peaceful or have rival hunting the same prey. So, yeah, that's his only request. Okay.
Of course.
All right. So, of these tasks, cleaning up the camp would take half an hour. And if you don't succeed on the first check, you can make a repeat attempt, or at least one repeat attempt. Clearing the trail toward the east would take 1 hour. Diluting the spirits would take half an hour. Gathering the herd would take 1.5 hours.
Okay.
3.5 hours with a 5-hour time limit. I think we can do that.
Do we want to split up maybe and get some people working on some things and
Well,
I think that the estimated times are assuming that we are all aiding and helping.
yeah.
I see.
I mean, these are generally group tasks. Lots of water to carry, etc.
I see.
All right. What shall we do first?
Sounds to me
I
like
say we move
Oh, there's an alarm over at the mammoth herd.
Oh dear.
A bellow erupts. And people are kind of rushing over there.
Bad
I guess we're
timing,
going
bad timing.
to minutes first.
There's a mammoth that is yelling.
Let's go. Quick.
I guess we're going to gather the mammoths first.
Yeah.
decision made for us.
Yeah, I believe the choices have been made.
This mammoth is lifting a leg. There are several quills embedded in her foot. This is a theme.
It really is.
So, giant porcupine, one of the herders says. Chulte and Inig are saying, "Someone come look, come look." And they're pointing at the injury.
Excellent.
Yeah. I don't know where it is. I only heard the mammoth just yelling, and I just ran over as soon as I could. There's a crowd of about 12 people around here.
So nobody saw the porcupines?
No.
Oh.
When we went through the snare creation stuff, didn't one of the snares use porcupine quills? Or something like them?
Yes. Yes, however, yes.
Is there a check that we can do to see if this was maybe a snare that was set that the mammoth triggered?
Yeah, well,
if no one saw
it doesn't make sense here because the quills are on the side of its leg. It didn't step into it. It looks like they were shot off, or you know, to be honest, this GM is ignorant of how porcupines fight. But that is what it looks like, that a porcupine did this.
I gotcha.
From my understanding, porcupines don't typically fight. They just kind of roll up and let their spikes defend them.
Oh, like
and the spikes can break off.
I think those are hedgehogs. I think porcupines actually will slap with their tails.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay.
or one or the other.
Oh, well, whatever the truth is, your characters know.
Yes.
Great.
I can rely on skill checks. I can rely on the rules.
Great, then I won't feel bad about doing a quick Google search.
Yes.
Alright, so Skritch is gonna try to do a quick seek around where Mammoth is to see.
Alright, I'm gonna do a secret check.
Alright.
And you actually, what catches your attention is about 40 feet away, there's a small burrow near next to some flattened grass. And you see a giant porcupine right behind right behind a rock, looking at the party, and it's like baring its teeth, like.
I will point it out to the rest of the party and say, "Hey, look over there."
Oh, that looks like a job for IMEC.
What's your perception bonus, Skritch?
That is an excellent question.
Oh, I have it on my sheet. +3.
Yeah, I think
okay. Got it.
I think I'm trained, but I don't have any zeros, or I don't have any wisdom. So yeah, +3.
All right. Well, what
are we doing?
It is in the distance, so however you want to approach it.
Do we want to try to tame it? I'm assuming it can be tamed.
I could make the attempt, but do we really have the time for me to make that attempt right now?
That's a good point. Takes an hour.
That is a good point.
Take an hour to tame it, and we don't have that kind of time.
Yeah. Well, if there's one, there might be more. So.
Well, that is to.
Especially since there's a burrow right nearby, there might be more down there.
Tame is more like, for a permanent long-term effect. You can think of other things.
I really do think that we can get IMEC to maybe help us with that. She's really good with those porcupines.
That's true.
Very good point there, Brahgy.
Oh, your check was high enough, Skritch. You see, I didn't know this was a word. You see 2 porcupets. Porcupettes. Toddling around inside the burrow. And it's like, and the giant porcupine is like interposing its own body in front of the burrow.
Okay,
it's like
so it's like
snarl.
a
It's like, you know,
mother guarding
Yeah.
a mother guarding babies, basically.
yeah.
Perhaps we could just encourage the following to stay away from that area.
How about this?
There are
We're getting ready to move anyway, so yeah, I think that would probably be the best way to handle it.
In the alternative,
this
we could
mammoth's
see if-
buddy. This mammoth has a mammoth buddy that is now walking towards Mammoth 1, and the porcupine is like snarling at it as it walks past.
How about
But the
this?
mammoth isn't.
We
Yeah,
need
the
to
mammoth is
wrangle
just
the
walking
mammoth-
past.
We need to wrangle the mammoths anyway to get them ready to leave in the morning. If we get them away from this den, and we have enough time later, if IMEC isn't able to handle any timing, we can see if we can time them too. Who knows? But this is very much a secondary concern. We need to just get the mammoths away from here for now, and maybe we can revisit it later.
I agree, Brahgy.
This is kind of like B plot.
Or just Brom.
Did you say you agreed with yourself?
Brom.
All right.
Yeah, and we also need to get the quills out of the mammoth's foot or leg as well.
Oh, it looks like Chulte has already handled that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
It was less. It was still sticking out. It was less of a delicate procedure as the other one.
Yeah. All right. So I guess we can start gathering up the mammoths,
Okay.
trying to avoid the burrow and the giant porcupine that's over there on the side.
Yeah. Okay. So looks like you're moving on to that, and the mammoths are, some. They tend to wander in two different groups. So if you can find this is one group, and there's one more group out there. You can try to accomplish this task with a nature or diplomacy check, though nature is better. You want to. You're basically trying to tighten the radius of the herd, so that there's no delay in the morning.
Brom's got a +5 to nature.
Finnur's got +7 to diplomacy.
+6 nature. So I'm pretty good with animals.
Okay, someone can aid as well.
All right. I guess that Brom can try aid with a nature check.
Okay. Ooh. Okay. So we're gonna add 2 to this check.
All right. Let me make the main check. I'm going to hero point.
You increase the radius. Okay. All right. That's a 14. And alas, the mammoths seem a little stubborn on this day. So this was a costly one time-wise. I don't know if you want to try again.
That is 1.5 hours. Do we want to try something else and then come back to this?
Sure. The camp cleanup only takes about half an hour.
Well, we need to get it done, so we just won't mess up anything else today, right?
Exactly.
Yes.
Who wanted to move the mammoth herd? Whose idea was that?
Well, I said it because we were going to be moving them anyway, and since we're
Okay.
trying to get them away from the porcupines.
All right. and was to get them away from the porcupine. I'm gonna give you a hero point for that idea.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, you wanted to try to clean up the camp.
Sounds like a good plan.
I did want to ask for a nature check though, to because she was belligerent, that porcupine, and kind of prone to panic and lash out. Sorry,
Okay.
I'm moving time back.
I can make another nature check on that, I guess. Is it
Yeah.
an open one?
Sure. And, feel free to say anything you... Okay. All right. All right, you're the porcupine whisperer, and you're able to assure her that the mammoths are walking away. And you don't trigger her fight instinct. So, that was successful.
Awesome.
Cleaning up
Good.
the camp. Yeah, there's loose materials here. People are leaving messes. There's a big pile of there's a big old moose mess. Lots of bones, lots of slop. Gotta bag everything. Cooking, is a messy vocation. So, and there's other things that people are discarding. I mean, people usually worry about these things after the revelry, and so you can help with that.
Here's a thought.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we can get some of the other people in the following to help the cleanup.
Ah, that's an excellent idea.
I think I could get people to help. Yes, with gentle coaxing and asking nicely and yes, I would like to help encourage the people to clean. Yes.
Just remember that we can't give them the actual reason why.
Oh.
So
No,
we can say that we have a concern of a violent following nearby.
No, that's what we don't want to tell them.
No, that's okay. It's telling them who they are that we can't do.
Yes.
Okay.
That is what we were told.
I think
I would like-
Litsua, there may be a misunderstanding. Litsua said if you were asked. So it kind of didn't want to spread the news, basically.
Okay.
Right. And if we go around saying, hey, we need to clean up the camp, then people are going to start asking why.
Yeah, I think his overall intent was to, yeah, and if people were concerned, he would have said, talk to your local mammoth lord.
Well, I would like to attempt to do this.
Okay. People are looking at you. They normally, their usual attitude toward you is to ignore what you say. So this may be a character arc moment for you.
Yes. I'm thinking, and I think that we should probably clean up
Oops.
because that's a new map.
Oh yeah,
Well.
that was the landing page. Okay, one of them.
So we will be after the festival tonight. That we will be leaving promptly in the morning, and I'm thinking that it'd be a good idea to help clean, and do it now while we're still of sound mind and body. Yes, and so I'm thinking if we could clean up after ourselves as we work, that might be a good idea. Yes.
All right, there are people, separating meat from the bone from the moose, and who are looking at you and say, well, we're in the middle of preparing the meal. Today's the big day.
Yes, I know this, and it'll be a wonderful meal. Yes, it will, because it usually is. Now, but how much effort would it take to clean as you work? I mean, it's
You want to create like an assembly line system? You could do a diplomacy or a crafting check, let's say.
Diplomacy is what I was shooting for.
You know,
do you want me to make that open?
I mean, you do, after all, organizing things is kind of your thing, isn't it? Like,
Well, yes.
Yeah,
Yes, I
yeah.
have many things, and they must be organized. Yes, yes. And,
go ahead.
Okay.
Oh no,
Are
the
you
dice are
kidding?
cruel to you. All right. Wait, what was
You
the
have a hero
DC?
point.
Yeah, let's.
And
let's
someone
see
can
that.
aid you too. Wait, if you want someone to aid you. I mean, I don't know. We kind of did have you. I should have asked the party. Is anyone else trying to help here? I should have.
Best
Nobody
Brom
likes
can
Brahgy.
do
He
is-
smells like stale mushrooms.
I mean, I'm fairly new, but I could at least make an attempt to aid. I'll go ahead and. Do I want to? Yeah, sure. Let's do this.
All right.
Oh, Skritch is great with diplomacy also.
Here we go.
Yeah. Okay. That gave that was.
That's better.
Well, now now that you're surrounding us and looking at us, I guess we can. Oh, and then his friend says, "Oh, come on, it'll be fun. It's better than doing it when we're hungover."
See, yes, and if you'd like, you could say it was your idea. Yes, that way, when somebody asks, like, "Hey, well, we thought it was a good idea." Yes, and you could tell them that it was your idea.
You know,
You can whistle while you work.
yeah, Argakoa, she's been, I can impress her and let her know that I thought of this. That's a great idea. And
It was a great idea that you had. Yes,
ah,
and you thought of it.
all right. You also see that she takes a sip from the alcohol. She took a little early drink of the from the alcoholic beverage, which is one of the other tasks that you guys need to take care of. But yeah, they're starting to her hands are elbow deep in blood and slop, and she gets up and says, "Come on, let's do this. Let's organize this cooking area. Let's make it ship shape." One the female says. So yeah, it looks like they're working on that.
Brahgy's gonna lean over into Brom and kind of like nudge him with his elbow and say, "Brom, did you ever realize that Finnur was that manipulative?"
To which Brom says, "I always knew he had it in him."
I didn't.
Like, there's always Finner's about as deep a person as I've ever met. I think that he'll be full of surprises.
The main thing with Finnur is that he doesn't really talk to people, so he never gets to show this side of himself.
Well, most people don't like talking to him because he's odd.
Well,
He always seems distracted by something, like something else is going on.
Let's take a look at the alcohol. See what we can do
Alright.
about that.
Imek is drinking, taking a sip,
And
and she's giving some to one of her what are those animals? Hedgehogs?
I'm sorry. Is she allowed to drink alcohol?
They look at you. They have no concept of minimum drinking age.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's just. Oh, okay. It's been known. Stronger alcohols, I suppose, have been known to stunt development in. Never mind.
So do spears.
yeah,
And he says, "Oh, you and your strange customs. Everyone should be merry on this day." And it looks they are not drunk, but they clearly are getting. It's part of the festival. It's a whole day affair. So
They're getting an early start.
yes.
yeah. So what do we need to do to try to
Well, you can fetch some water. These this alcohol's been fermenting in these large watertight baskets. There's some other baskets that are in the following that you could use to gather water and then kind of make it a little less potent. Some of you can also gather some alternate roots and herbs to substitute the flavor but not be as alcoholic.
I have a question. Do we see Pocino anywhere?
Picano?
Picano?
Yes,
yeah.
He's doing some he's basically was walking with the mammoths.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he's doing something productive at least, or potentially productive.
Yeah.
Or at least putting on the appearance.
Exactly.
Yeah, you see him with one of his lady friends too. They're kind of-
Sandbagging as usual, probably.
Yep. Chest out, looking like he's telling a tale.
Myself. All right. Well, I think I'll go ahead and take some of the baskets and start trying to get some water.
Okay.
Good.
All right.
We need to go back to the river to get that water.
Yeah.
That's 2 hours there. There's an hour there and an hour back.
Yeah, though,
But that was the sacred water. Isn't there closer water sources?
I am going to say this takes an hour, a half. Well,
Because when we did the task for filling up the basket with the sacred water, that took an hour to get there, and then it was going to take more than an hour to get back because they were full and heavy.
Yeah, what you might need to that would take too long. You might want to swap out
wondering
the herbs.
I mean,
can we do a nature check or something to see if there's a closer water source that we could possibly use?
Ooh, I have geography lore.
That might help.
Okay. Or nature, or survival, things that will suggest to you that there's a body of water nearby. Geography lore will have a lower DC, however.
Yeah,
Yep.
I will go ahead and make a roll.
You look for rain shadows and such.
Boom!
All right.
I know all about the water in the area.
Yeah, you triangulate, you look at the way in which a cloud in the distance kind of went to the side because there's a little area favored by rain. You do something spectacular, legendary. We just go that way, 12 minutes. Yeah, I'm sorry, you can narrate yourself if you like, but...
yeah, there's water nearby that we can easily quickly get to. So
Brom says, "I'll saddle up Nelly and I'll be back in 20 minutes with it."
I do realize that, yes, for the holy vessels, you did need to get river water. That was this requirement for that.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that task is done, and you get double the amount of some currency that I'm tracking for a hidden game purpose. Yes.
points.
Points,
Excellent.
more
Some
points.
Kind. Probably they're named preparation or readiness points, something like that.
Yeah. Okay, well, there's
Camp cleanup coins.
Camp cleanup coins. I like that.
yeah, for your merit badge. Okay.
Exactly.
2.5 hours
That's
left.
right, we are scouts after all.
So what was there were 4 tasks. There was the cleanup, the diluting the alcohol, and gathering the mammoths. What was the other one?
So, speaking of scouting, I think we should clear the path.
Clear?
If worst comes to worst, we can get the others to help us with the mammoths in the morning, but not everyone can scout.
That is the other task.
I'm with
Yeah.
you there, Brahgy.
Okay. The way east rarely poses any dangers in your migratory route. However, this scouting would allow you to proceed more quickly in the morning without concern. So, as long as you make sure there's no large fauna in the way.
That word rarely is a tricky word.
Okay. Well,
yeah,
this is a classic survival check. So, who wants to?
All right, I'll roll for it. Does anyone else want to aid?
I mean, I could help. I'm good
plus
at,
3.
I have many skills that I'm decent at.
I'm gonna stay out of your way is what I'm gonna do.
I've
got
around and I've got a +5 in survival.
All right.
I can roll. I'll roll the 8. Survival.
Okay, that
I don't think
does not succeed. But my house rule gives a +1.
Okay. And here is mine.
Ah! I thought the dice had been cruel, but no, it's all right. Okay, so you find a copse of trees, and you notice the distinctive look of a bloodseeker flies past you, and you know that that they would be a problem if you were to travel through here, and this is your migratory route. So you'll need to deal with this little threat.
Do you think
Bloodseekers?
we could?
There's a
scare
little
them away?
nest in this little gathering of trees.
Giant mosquito.
Yes, these are the fleshy mosquito things that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm familiar.
Which Brom then turns to Brahgy and says, "Best get that lightning ball of yours ready. We may be dealing with a storm here."
Yes.
Do I have to? Look at what it did to my hair.
I forgot about that. Is it still sticking up? That was another day, wasn't it?
No, but I talked to the girl that did the art for my character, and he's got a little white streak now.
Cool.
Wait, not the token I see on the screen, right? This is an old token.
No, yeah, it's there. There.
Really?
It's got a little gray streak.
Oh, I see it. I see it.
No.
Oh, cool.
Like, unless you can think about some other form of splash damage, swarms are definitely not my speciality.
Well, I
They're
only
not
got.
necessarily a swarm.
This isn't a swarm situation. I'll let you know.
Okay.
Yeah, they're not usually grouped up.
They're tiny creatures, so bigger than what would be in a swarm. So tiny, like
Okay.
house cat
Yeah, but-
size.
Let's just make. Let's
You know,
just
it's
make
a
sure that
usual
the
house cat size
ratio-
mosquito.
They just like to latch onto you and then, suck your blood.
Yuck.
Right then. I think that we should be able to deal with this easily enough.
All right, let's go for
So
it.
we only saw the one, though, right?
Yeah, and it entered this nest. I have this picture in my mind of a big hornet's nest.
We
Yeah.
should send Brom in first, because I think his blood is like 80% alcohol.
To which Brom replies, "Only because none of you can take on true orcish grog like I can."
Brom, you're kind of the star of the scout group, however. What is your approach? How do you guys do this?
So we've got a so it's a big nest in the midst of a copse of trees.
Mm-hmm.
What about lighting the trees on fire?
It's big enough for us to walk into?
Brom turns to Skritch.
You can approach it. I mean, you see this nest that's kind of like 3 feet wide and no,
Okay.
2 feet wide, 3 feet down, just kind of like hanging from a tree.
Okay.
Kind of gross looking.
Brom looks over at Skritch and says, "Skritch, can't you cast fire from your hands from Sister Cinder?"
I could pray to Sister Cinder and see if she allows me to do that.
I don't
can
think
we see,
the.
Can we see how many?
I haven't done that before in character, so I don't know that
see.
I can do.
I see.
But that is something that people who follow Sister Cinder and Siren Ray have been known to do. So it's possible that Skritch can too.
Mm-hmm.
So I think a nice little bit of fire here could get this battle off on the right start.
I don't have any fire, but I can throw a ball of lightning at it if you really want.
Well, what about lighting a torch and tossing the torch at the nest?
And
No, it's
how
hanging.
many? About
That'll
how
be
many of
hard
them are
to-
there?
What was that?
How
At
many of
least the
them are
one.
there? At least one.
Mm.
I can't be able to tell. Would it help if that I have Eye of Numbers, I 4 numbers as a feat?
The thing is, I have
take
no
back
idea
what I said
what
about-
a fantasy flesh mosquito's ecology is like, but I just have this in my mind because it's such a classic thing to see of a hornet's nest. And the way that
Yeah.
is, it's like a little hole, you go in, it's opaque, you can't see inside
Right.
it. I mean, maybe from
Okay.
the, you see little bumps moving against the side. Maybe you can tell with your eye for numbers. You know what? That feat gets hardly used at all. That I want to give you a chance to. Is it a secret check?
It is. I don't think it's a check at all. Actually, it's just.
Oh wow,
Um,
that's the secret power of the feat.
Yeah, so basically, you immediately learn the number of visually similar items in a group you can see.
Oh, but you can't see them.
Yeah, so I guess not.
But what
I
you
mean,
know
it would be more like some kind of skill check to look at the size of the nest and make a deduction.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
do you have approximate?
Elementary.
No.
No. Okay.
You could try to guesstimate with a secret roll. If
Doesn't
you
it,
have,
like-
Sure, I'll try to guesstimate with it. Well,
you have nature.
yeah, I mean, of course I've got nature.
Oh yeah, you have everything.
Yeah, I just didn't take, the important ones: athletics, acrobatics, and survival. I intentionally made my character suboptimally, despite the fact that he seems to do everything so well.
I was gonna say.
Yeah.
He's
Okay.
just really smart. That's his secret.
And there's something to be said for that.
Yes.
There's a lot to be said for that.
You just need to take gymnastics lore and you'd be covered.
Take gymnastics lore, but not be trained in acrobatics. That would be weird.
Yeah, the lore skills DC is lower anyways, so
Yeah.
All right. Are you going to do a secret nature check?
Yes. So
Okay.
1 second. Do you?
Oh,
Do you
I
want
just
me
used my
to-
physical die.
Yeah. Okay. Go ahead.
You believe that there are. Your guess is that there are 2 living in this little nest.
There's just 2 of them.
It's not that big.
All right.
Well-
So Skritch is going to now stand up and say, "All right, I'm ready to try. See if Siren Ray will grant me
You think it's 2 or 3? Sorry.
Two or
a
three.
prayer from my hands."
All right. What's the range of that? 30 feet?
60.
60?
All right. So the party's 60 feet away.
Yep. I guess. Are we?
Sure.
Okay. Can you go ahead?
mean, hypothetically, if he could do that, that seems to be the range that it would make sense.
Yeah, I
Well-
just don't know if it's gonna catch it on fire.
Let's see if well, you definitely want to actually. If one of them crawls out of the nest, and looks like it's ready to launch. Now's your moment.
Yeah. All right. Did it? I think. Did you roll the attack?
There's an attack button. That's the damage button.
No, there should be a.
Yeah, the attack button for it. Okay.
15. It skirts to the side. That is not successful, and they are angry. Here they come.
Oh no.
All right.
Uh-oh.
That is your first action. Let's say you had the first turn in this fight, and we're gonna play the epic battle music.
So are they low to the ground? How high up are they?
I'm using
Can
that. This is kind of theater of the mind. I'm just representing their distance from you.
Yeah, it's 60 feet anyway. I'll go ahead and raise my shield.
Mm-hmm.
And I will position myself a little bit in front of the rest of the party.
Okay.
Go ahead.
All right. I'm not gonna use the screen that much. I'm just gonna narrate. Ernest gets to act next.
All right.
Everyone's about 60 feet away.
Yep.
Ernest is going to start by recalling knowledge on the one closest to him.
Okay. What's your nature bonus again? 6?
+6, yes.
All right. You know that these are blood seekers. That they are. That they attach to you. They don't have many hit points at all. And once one attaches to you, and it will try to drain blood, and if it's killed or pushed away while attached, you will take bleed damage. So
Okay.
that
Sounds like it was a success to me, which means it's flat-footed to me.
That would have been a cool elaborate lie. But yeah.
Keep in mind, I've GM'd quite a bit, and Bloodseekers are a very common early enemy, so I'm like, yeah. Okay, yeah, no problem. But yeah, so I'm going to try to attack.
That is a hit.
Awesome. Then it is going to deal damage, including my sneak attack. So 8.
It's it's a burst of blood. That's that was quite impressive, Ernest.
Awesome. And then I'm going to really is there any reason to, I guess I have to recall knowledge on each one to make it flat-footed to me, which is the annoying part of my special ability. But I will nonetheless attempt to, I believe it lasts until the end of my next turn, so I will attempt to recall knowledge on the next one, so that it is flat-footed to me, even though I highly doubt it's going to be alive when it comes back around to my turn.
Okay. All right, you do recall, and you know that it is its best save is reflex. It is a quick one.
Makes sense. All right.
Okay, Finnur Rendsen.
Okay, so with his first action, he is going to attempt to call. If I click on my guy, then exploit vulnerability on the good-natured Bloodseeker. And so I'm going to roll an esoteric lore check as I do this, which is decent.
Yes, and no weaknesses or resistances.
Okay, well then I am going to personally attack this one because he looked at me funny in his good-natured way, or his good humor. I'm going to draw my javelin within my second action, and with my third action, I am going to strike with said javelin to target. Oh, what's the range on a javelin?
20-foot range increment. No, 30. So that's going to be -2.
All right, then we're going to do that because why not?
That's pretty impressive.
And he misses.
Every -2 matters. Okay. Succinct Bloodseeker is going to fly towards a member of the party. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
He's moving himself forward, so he should be in front of the party a little ways, or like maybe not.
I'm not measuring exact distances.
Right.
Oh, but you want it to be in protection mode. Yeah. All right, and something's in the way. It's going to try to attach itself to you. Ooh. Okay. Brahgy's turn. It's in Brom's space. Yeah, it missed. It missed.
Yep.
Brahgy.
I'm going to actually delay until the next, just until the end of the initiative.
Okay. Brom.
All right. So since the Bloodseeker is on him, Brom is going to, as a first action, drop his bow, and he is going to, for his first action, he is going to draw his hatchet. He's not going to bother marking this as his prey. It's got such low health that the precision damage would be overkill. So he's first going to strike the Bloodseeker with his hatchet.
Okay. Uh-oh. Okay, wide swing. It's hard to aim when it's right in your face.
Brown says, "All right, Nelly, see if you can do it." So.
All right, she's gonna flank, of course.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Nope.
With the flank, that would be a 13, but still not enough.
Yeah. Okay. Going after the bird is this Bloodseeker. And 5, 10, 15. Its last action is to try to attach is going to use its barbed leg to attack. It attaches to the Bloodseeker. However, I don't think it does damage. It just attaches. But it is flat-footed, and also Nelek is grabbed by it, but can move. It's some weird rule. Okay, Brahgy. It's in Nelek's space too.
So now that they've moved closer, are they within 30 feet of me now?
Yeah.
Okay, then I will cast Electric Arc.
This was
fast little suckers though, so they might be good against this.
Yeah,
we'll see. Okay, I'm gonna roll Hey, can we get the cool animation? Can you looks like you've targeted them. Ooh, 8 possible damage. There you go. And I'm gonna roll saves for them. They both succeed, so they both take 4 damage each.
Okay. Last action, I'm going to target the one. I'm going to target the succinct one, actually, and pop off a force bolt.
Okay.
That one, man, every time.
Okay, well, that was enough. It's you know, it's not the tankiest of monsters. Very good.
Pop.
Skritch.
All right. Do I have one next to me?
I'm gonna roll high-low. No.
Okay. So, is he? Can you move me up to one? Is he? Oh, never mind. Never mind. Yeah. So I'll move up to the one that I can get to. I still don't have my Warhammer drawn, so I'm just going to. Yeah. Well, I mean, I could have both, but I never drew the Warhammer because I used the fire thing first. So I'm going to draw my Warhammer.
You actually can, in Pathfinder, cast spells, most spells, with both hands full.
Oh.
Yeah, unless it has a material or focus component.
Yep.
So
Just
whatever your
just
default.
wiggle your pinkies as the manipulate.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a focus spell, but that I don't know if that would have a focus component.
Oh.
Focus being a material that does not get consumed by the spell itself, like a religious symbol or something to that effect.
Yeah. Fire Ray just says somatic and verbal components. Yeah.
Okay.
It's another focus component, not focus spell.
Gotcha. Okay, so then I will go ahead and attack the one that I moved up to with my Warhammer.
All right. Do violence.
Can you roll for that one?
Oh, you saw a magic weapon on you. I'm going to take that off.
Okay.
Ooh, a lot. That is, it's attached, so it's easier to hit. That is a hit. All right.
Roll damage, please.
All right, you've smooshed through that 2 hit points. And Nelek bleeds. It doesn't say persistent damage in the stat block. It just says 1 bleed damage. Well, that was good because you prevented it from draining Nelek. You got it just in time. It's basically, well, you have defeated the Bloodseekers. Oh, I have a new soundboard, you guys.
Oh, no.
Okay. Well, congrats.
Which one was that from? Is that 6?
I don't know which. I'm not that knowledgeable of which. There are many Final Fantasy games.
I was gonna say that could have been from any of them.
Okay, let me see. Let's do an XP check, shall we? Oh, and you guys did succeed at clearing the trail.
Okay.
With 1.5 hours left. Okay, so you have.
Well, the only job we have left takes 1.5 hours, and right?
Yeah, to
So-
gather.
Great, we have one more attempt at it, and maybe we'll do it.
But I'm also going to go get the javelin that I threw before we do anything else, because I only have one. My math was wrong.
Okay.
If we ever have the opportunity, which I doubt, I can construct another one for you given a few days, but...
Okay, we're at 710 XP. I like to, give updates. Okay, let's have our 10-minute break. Is that good?
Yeah, this is like a good place as any to have it.
Yes. Okay. right, we're all here, right? Or most of us. Okay, welcome back. Is Mark not back?
I'm back. I'll turn my camera on in just a minute.
Okay.
I am partaking of a cancer stick and don't want to smoke on your stream.
Oh. Are there rules against that?
Probably
YouTube?
not, but still. Yeah.
I see.
Yeah, it could be a personal thing for the streamer not to want to do. So,
Yeah.
is my camera back good?
Yeah, you look good.
Yeah, just give me like
Yeah,
30 seconds and I'll flip it on.
Having not, I have absolutely no idea whether YouTube has any guidelines or anything about that sort of content in streams.
Yeah, same. And I don't want to like put it out there.
Walt Disney, they remove cigarettes in all of his photos.
Oh.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm
They
not-
airbrush them out because they just don't want people to see that. But I mean, they don't deny that he smokes. They just say, "Hey, we're just."
Well,
He just in almost
I think
all
he's
of his,
being considerate and making me not requiring me to learn Photoshop and.
Well, no offense to him, but I don't think he's Walt Disney. Don't think he has that much of an effect on people as Walt Disney did.
How dare you doubt my charisma? Or as the kids say this day, the Riz. I got the Riz. Man,
Well-
my players have started calling charisma checks Riz checks, and I hate it. I think they do it just because it bugs me, right? They're all younger than me, right? And it's weird.
That does explain a good amount of words used by younger people that they want to annoy older people.
Yeah, I think so. I think so.
I mean, I don't like it when people pronounce cha. I really don't like that. For charisma, they pronounce it as cha.
Cha.
I've never heard that.
Black Dragon Gaming YouTube channel. He does it every time, and it really annoys me. I still watch his video.
Okay, well, you had were scouting the path, clearing the trail to the east, and you had found this threat. So I think we can say that that is a smashing success, literally.
Splat.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming that we
covered in
took
blood.
down. I'm assuming we took down the Bloodseeker nest also.
Oh yes. Yeah, there's awesome videos of hornets' nests being destroyed on YouTube. By the way.
Yeah.
I put it under oddly satisfying.
Yeah.
Yes, that's what happens.
I think it's cool if
all
you
right.
see the video where they'll pour molten metal down ant mounds and pull that up.
The
Oh,
aluminum.
Yeah, those are really interesting because it's huge.
oh wow.
And apparently, my sister said they sell those. I did not realize that.
Art pieces commemorating the destruction of an ant colony.
Wait, what is sold exactly? I thought it was a video of it happening.
No, I'm saying people make those, people do that, and then they can apparently sell them. But if you go on YouTube, you can see videos of people pouring metal down
Yeah.
and pulling them up as sculptures of the tunnels and everything in the ant colony.
Okay. Fascinating.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you return to the following camp, and you know, it's much neater than before, and there is an organized trash pile. It's sorted too. There's a compost pile. There's reusable parts of the animals pile. Looks like it's ready to. It's gonna speed up the heading out process in the morning.
I believe we have an hour and a half left to possibly round up some
The mammoth.
mammoths.
Yes, lessen that radius. Picano says, "Hey," to you guys.
Hello, Picano.
All right. Yeah, he says, "It's the big night," and and Shaggy Shemven, you remember him? He looks a little glum. He's there. He's this guy. Anyway.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Oh.
Yeah, he's just kind of trailing behind, this little group of other following tribe members. Anyway. And he sees you and has a big smile, as wide as his face. And he says, "Ah, the scouts. Or you're not scouts yet, I imagine." "Not yet," he says. We're just, it's nice to see friends.
Are you settling in quite nice with everyone?
Well, learning the ways, you can say. Yes.
I'm still doing that. Of course, I've only been here a couple days more than you, so...
Yes.
Did you ever see your lady again?
No, I have not seen her. Been looking at the sky all day. That's all he does, says Picano. Not useful. If you don't start helping the following, Shaggy, then you may not be able to follow us when we go out on our route.
Picano, though, he has helped the following. Yes, he helped us put the standing stone back together again, and
after he broke it.
I don't remember seeing you helping. I remember seeing you flying in the air. Yes.
I don't.
Falling on the ground.
I don't think he went with us for that particular mission.
What Picano?
No, like I said, he's been sandbagging this whole time.
I've been gathering the herd, making sure it doesn't wander off, he says.
Well, speaking of the herd, yes, we need to bring them in. And yes, and closer to the camp. Could you help us with that, please? Yes?
He kind of looks at you and he says, "Ah, you got the gander now."
Oh, but no, I think this is ideally
Finnur,
suited to...
you think you give orders now?
And talents, yes. You should bring them in. Yes.
Bring who in?
This isn't an order. This is a request for help. There's a massive difference.
You can be in order if you want, because this comes straight from the top. This comes straight from Grandpa Ayoah himself. So if you want to countermand him, you go complain to him, Picano, and see how far that gets you.
But they haven't wandered off. What? He wants us to get him even closer to the camp?
Yes. That is
Perhaps you
what
haven't
we like.
heard, but we're leaving in the morning.
Busy work, he says.
Oh,
straight from Grandfather Ayoah, you said. Give me a diplomacy check.
That was the plan.
All right. Whatever he wants, whatever Grandfather Ayoah wants.
But you are very good at this. And that's why we ask you.
Ah. Well, I am. The mammoths respect me.
That is very true. Yes, they very much respect you. I know. And I think that you will do a fine job in this task.
All right. He goes to the mammoth, the one that had the quill in its leg, and he says, "Hurry up! Get!" And he says, "Not that way, this way!" And the mammoth kind of like looks at him, not really understanding, and then kind of slowly rotates her big body and does go in the direction Picano says.
So Brahgy looks like he's just had the biggest epiphany of his life. He's like, "You mean I could have got out of a bunch of work if I just tricked other people into doing it?"
No, that's not how it works.
No, this is just for Picano.
I think that's how it works.
It's
Picano
certainly
was
frowned upon in the academic world, but
Broggy's just looking at Finnur like he's a genius. Like he's the smartest man he's ever seen in his life.
This is a big effort, though. There's a lot of
Yeah.
mammoths. Picano, this task is not done.
We need to help him, but I think, yeah. No,
absolutely.
encouraging people to use their strengths as leadership, not what was the word? Tricking.
No.
Picano's the success does give a circumstance bonus to the main check.
Okay.
the reason that Finnur was able to have Picano do this is because Picano knows that this is part of his job as well as it is our job.
Still,
If
Brom
it wasn't part of
smiles
his,
and
him into doing it.
Brom smiles and says to Finner, though, "For the rest of my life, I'll never forget the first time that you got to have Picano do something you wanted him to do."
It's makes yes, he has this he's having this emerging talent, remarkable ability. Very few people have succeeded.
Diplomacy is my one base skill.
Okay.
All right, so I don't know what skills we need for being able to herd the mammoth, but I'm going to
Nature,
walk
I believe.
out.
Picano's going to
So-
give a +2 circumstance bonus already, so
Okay.
that's already out there.
I can make the main check again. I've got my really good bonus if someone wants to aid.
Do you have a hero
Picano's
point?
already aiding.
I do
You
not.
basically
Do you?
need a critical success for it to help more.
So if I might make a suggestion, I have a lower, I have one less in nature than you do, Craig.
But do you have a hero point currently?
I have a hero point.
Okay, I will roll to aid.
Hero point, that is an important factor.
I will roll to aid.
Okay, it doesn't help more than Picano does.
All right, here we go.
Dramatic pause in the music.
And that's the hero point.
Good thing I have that hero point.
All right, that mammoth is suddenly lumbering off. Looks like it sees something interesting in the distance. Another mammoth? Ah, okay. Well, the mammoths are a little unruly today. But the sun is starting to set, you guys.
I want to make sure that
Ernest, I don't suppose you have mammoth lore.
I do not have
Field.
mammoth lore. No.
It's worth it. Or herding lore.
No. Academia, anthropology, archaeology, astronomy, geography, and teaching. 4 things that start with A.
Yeah.
I don't think he's that. Yeah. So, yeah, you have 2 checks per task, and I think that's it for this.
Okay.
Alas.
Would I have enough time in between to just make sure I'm topped off
Oh, yeah.
on health? Okay.
Yeah.
Just want to make sure.
Okay.
Sorry for letting you guys down.
Well,
Just roll better. Have you tried just rolling better?
I used up my good roll with the bloodsuckers.
well, you're greeted by the savory smells of stewed moose as you return, and people are bringing portable packages of the food. Well, first people are eating now, and then they're going to eat again over at the site. So, feel free to partake. But after this meal, people will head out to Rockloom after dark so that they can be there to greet the moon. And people are ready to head out.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm just Brom is still just going to he'll go and enjoy himself, but he has his heckles up. He's got his bow slung and ready for quick use.
Imek, the girl, is saying, "Oh, you look like you're hunting."
Which Brom says, "Well, I guess you could say that I've just been. I'm wearing the full costume, as it were."
Yes, many societies in ceremonies of this nature will, I understand it, wear up their full get up in a ceremonial way. Perhaps that's what you are attempting to do?
Yes, of course. Yes. Thank you very much for explaining it, Mr. Professor.
You're silly, Imek says. That's not a costume.
Uh,
The animals seem a little jittery tonight, though. Not sure what it is.
Which Brom that just says, "Yeah, sorry, it's lack of sleep is all. You kept too far ahead of me last night, little Nelek. I couldn't quite keep up with you, and I've been playing catch up ever since. So that's the reason why I'm a bit jittery tonight.
Yeah.
Don't you worry about me."
She starts talking about random subjects. You have one more chance at a will save. You might. Let's see if you find her less grating. If you find something, it doesn't have to be a will save. It could be some perception check, something perceptive you find to make her less irritating.
Oh, okay.
Something.
Well, we can go over and talk to Finnur.
Well, if it's a perception check, I'll roll that.
Okay.
Oh.
Well, you sigh. It's gonna take a while to truly understand this child.
She's very bright. She just likes talking about all the things she knows.
Yeah. Shaggy Shemfen is kind of nodding and listening, and Imek is kind of are getting along. Well, Shaggy's just listening to everything she says, which makes her like him. And he's nodding a lot, and she asks him why he keeps looking at the stars. And he tells her the whole story about the raven, the beautiful woman that he saw, and Imek talks about love and how she's gonna fall in love one day, but not with a stranger, and she has a secret crush, but she's not gonna tell you.
Really hope it's not Picano. I was out of character, by the way.
You're now arriving at Rockloom. So people are eating again. It's a festival, you guys. It's all about eating over and over. People are bringing out the alcohol. It is the watered down version now, though.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Argokoa approaches. Who is our? It's Brahgy, our song singer in training, right? And some other song singers. You have a role in starting the formal part of the evening of telling various origin myths. They wouldn't be called myths to these people, of course. And she starts and talks about The first winter. The first winter turned the whole world, and even the moon, into an ashen white. And when spring finally came, the moon was so happy she gave birth to a river of stars. This river, called the Moontail, you can still see in the night sky above, and she points. It's a clear sky, and it's quite frigid tonight, by the way. And the Moontail is still visible in the night sky. Well, it's visible starting now until autumn. And when winter comes, the moon protects her children by hiding them under a blanket of dark. And tonight, the night of the green moon, celebrates the beginning of spring, when the tundra thaws to reveal green grass, and the moon uncovers her children. And indeed, there is shoots of grass poking out from beneath the thawing snow around you. And other song singers come forward and talk about other things in nature that have to do with the beginning of spring, which this is celebrating. Brahgy, of course, can participate. I don't expect you to come up with a story to tell right now. You could do a skill check if you'd like, or we can.
Yeah, I guess I could do performance. But yeah, he will of course participate.
Argakoa gives you a stern look and says, "You will," kind of without saying it, with her eyes.
Yeah. Okay.
Go ahead. She says. She kind of, you see if no one else will be able to read her face, but you know her well enough that she's disappointed in you.
Yeah.
She has that look, and people, do the usual. It's kind of like call and response. People respond to the ending of your story with appreciation, and you return to the group, and.
You're getting better, Brahgy.
The large bonfire in the middle of the standing stones is where you are now gathered. The firekeeper, Merthig, proclaims, "This fire is good," and everyone acknowledges what he says and cheers. "By the grace of Sister Cinder's gift, fire, we know right from wrong, and we choose right." And people repeat what he says. And Merthig goes on to explain the role of the ceremonial water. And the water is brought out that you had gathered earlier. This water represents life, and when combined with fire, this can produce good food, like stew. Though they aren't always conducive to one another, placing too much importance on a single life or of a few can stifle the greater good. Water and fire are integral to the Broken Tusk's way, and they allow us to survive our trials. After these preliminary rites, there are announcements and celebrations. And Grandfather Ayoah stands in front of everybody and beams at the assemblage. And his wrinkled face looks a bit more youthful with the addition of colorful paints that have been added for tonight. He gives out a guttural shout, which is part of the tradition, and the tribe does the same. "It is a good night. The green moon," and he looks up, "has graced us with good weather. The Gornok River has blessed us with water, and our scouts have honored us with good food." And he turns to the party. And he asks you to come forward.
I will step forward.
Mm-hmm. And Picano is also motioned forward, and also Shaggy Shemven as well. He's also asked to come forward and kind of is like looking behind him. Is kind of like me. Tonight, Grandfather Ayoah says, we mark the moment winter turns to spring. We also mark the transition from friend to follower. And he takes and gives him a handful of small tokens. Together, let us honor our newest tusks. And the crowd whoops and cheers as he hands these tokens to you. Some of you have already been members of the tusks, and he pronounces that you have, according to Weepa, succeeded at becoming scouts for the Broken Tusk tribe. Shaggy Shemfen even is given a little token to acknowledge that he is now part of the tribe. And you are each given a Broken Tusk pendant. Do we have a... Let's see. Do we have a party loot? I've not created a loot actor for this group.
There's a party pool.
Oh.
One. It's already got some stuff in it.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. All right. Feel free to take, you guys. It's like candy.
Somewhere there could be. How do we get to the party pool?
Clicking it's in the actors, and if you click on it,
I'll put one on next to Grandfather Ayoah. Make it easier for folks. But in the future, yes, under actors.
If you go in there, it should be into the active character. I guess do we just drag it to our token, or?
I think so.
Okay.
These are made of ivory, and they resemble the animal of your house.
Right.
Oh, they give you a +1 item bonus to nature checks, you guys. +2.
Hey, my nature +4 now.
+2 when you command an animal of the specific kind of animal depicted by the pendant. You can also once per hour as a reaction. This is important. It's every hour, so it can come up often. If an animal targets you with a melee attack and you can see it, you can give yourself a bonus to your defense against it.
What kind of bonus?
+1.
Is it?
You know what? It says item bonus to AC, which is silly. I'm gonna say.
Yeah. It has to be status to make. Yeah, for anyone that's using a shield, also.
Yeah, status bonus.
Unless you're using a shield spell, so.
Yeah.
And yeah, I meant my nature is now +1, not +4, because I'm not trained.
Oh, okay.
So, and it does require investment, so probably just daily preparation so you can invest it.
It only takes an action basically to invest most items. It's whatever.
Oh.
It's whatever it would require to activate an item.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
And
well,
yeah, it's not. So that's
Then I
how
will
that
invest
works in
it.
Pathfinder.
Same.
Yeah.
So
That's
investment in Pathfinder is basically like attunement in Dungeons and Dragons.
Mm-hmm. And you can have up to 10.
Okay.
And with and every time you receive one, Grandfather Ayoah heartily smiles, looks at you straight in the eye, and puts a hand on your shoulder. And he does the same for Picano. And Picano, has his chest out, of course, and is very proud of this moment. But when Shaggy Shemvin comes forward, he does look at him with kind of like with irritation. Grandfather Ayoah steps back now. And you all return to where you were sitting, but Picano does not. Aren't you forgetting something? He says to Grandfather Ayoah. It's time, Grandfather. to announce your successor, who will become leader of Falcon House. And there's gasps among the following at this insolent question.
So, do I know, is it normal for a new head of house to be selected at this particular festival?
You've been a member of the following? Your character?
For like a couple of years, or maybe a year.
It is not. It is not.
Okay.
Your
Picano, I don't think that he has to choose anyone until he's ready. It's not your place to tell him to choose somebody.
With all due respect, there isn't much time, he says.
Much time for what?
Grandfather Ayoah stops. You are headstrong, Picano. And hasty. Tonight is not for you, but for all broken tusks. If not now, then when? Says Picano. And if not me, then who? Grandfather Ayoah just doesn't respond and gives him a stern glare. Picano looks at everybody. His tears are coming from his eyes, and he looks in rage. He says, "You'll be sorry! You'll all be sorry!" And there's a loud cry coming from the distance. An ululation. It's like a war cry coming from the darkness.
Oh, I knew it.
Immediately grabbing my bow.
It's coming. You see. It seems to be, you're not sure what. Definitely folks coming from the east, but it also feels like it's coming from all around. And you need to get ready, folks. And Weepa, meanwhile, gives out a cry. She grasps her midsection in pain.
No, not now.
When it rains, it goes.
We're gonna need to roll initiative.
Yep. Lindsay.
Worst timing. Worst timing.
Put it back in. Put it back in.
Can't you hold it? Can't you?
There's been a lot of bad timing tonight. And you see
of us are fatigued. Yeah.
Yeah, and Imek had to talk to you this morning. But yeah, you see approaching from the east, yeah, let's see here.
I'm going to use a hero point to reroll that initiative. That's okay.
Okay.
What is mine roll?
Oh no.
You know, you didn't have to use the hero point. You can delay for one. Could save the point there if you wanted to go one.
All right, trying to get my initiative thing to tie to perception, but on my character sheet it's not showing the ability for perception to tie to initiative.
Really? You're looking
Yeah,
at
I've got everything but perception, it looks like.
It should be... Okay, I'm not sure what you're looking at, but if you like open your character sheet and on the left-hand side, that...
Mm-hmm.
I just...
Oh, there we go. Yeah, now,
it should be
okay,
the first one.
that-
Yeah, it's not alphabetized, it's first.
There we go. Okay.
Okay, I gotta look at something. Brom, you see them approaching. Of course it's Brom. And of course, there's more than just these four. Everybody else is kind of taking up arms, and the those who are not warriors, they're you know, Letsua is telling people to kind of gather together behind everybody, those who are not warriors. Okay, Brom, what do you do?
Yeah, narratively, it makes sense. Brom had like had only been like half paying attention to everything. He was like focusing on the knight. So anyway.
Hold on. Let me let me make this light 60 foot bright. Yeah. No, 50 feet bright. Okay. It's a little hard to tell, but there you go. Oh, ouch, that hurts my eyes. Sorry. Okay, go ahead, Brom. I'm gonna fix it.
All right.
At the light.
So what Brom is going to do so the first thing that Brom is going to do is he's going to draw his bow.
Yeah,
and,
no one has weapons in hand right now.
Oh. First action, draw a bow.
Mm-hmm.
Second action, Brom is going to mark the buoyant burn bearer as his prey. And
they're wielding
third
clubs.
action, second from the second one from the top there, and third action he's going to fire.
Mm-hmm. They have clubs and torches. That misses.
I don't know. I did something.
Okay. I didn't follow everything you said. Is that your last action?
Yeah, it was draw, mark, fire.
Okay, Nelek, I'm assuming would have been healed by now.
Yeah.
Okay. The compliant burn bearer. They have a torch, and you know what? I think they're all going to be in bright light because they're holding torches. So, runs forward with a aggressive cry. Oh no! Is it always Ernest? Hold on.
Yeah, it's always Ernest.
No, I rolled randomly. It's going to be the bird. And tries to strike him with the club. All right, bonks the bird on the and does 7 damage to the bird. Can you apply that, Brom?
Okay.
Then it's Skritch. Skritch is next.
All right. So, does Picano look like he's like gonna help us, or does he look like he's
not against that group? He's helping others. I mean, this is your.
But I'm saying he looks like he's helping the following in general, not assisting the attackers, but attacking them back. Is what I'm saying. He's not trying to turn traitor or anything.
No, you don't see that.
Okay.
No, and you're the first group that's been actually attacked.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to draw my warhammer.
Mm-hmm.
And do I have one next to me?
No.
Move up. Yeah. So yeah, move me up to one. Move me up next to the one that's attack Nelek, the bird.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to attack that one.
Solid blow.
Let's roll damage.
Okay, he crumples to the ground. That was a.
Oh wow.
Yep.
All right.
Champions for the win.
That's my turn.
Okay. They all look at you enraged.
I look at them back.
Okay. All right, here comes. Goes right there. It's gonna try to hit Skritch.
My shield should not be raised anymore. I don't know if there's a way to lower it or if it does that automatically.
You didn't have it in your hand yet.
Right, that's right. I did. That's right. I don't have it in.
Okay. I will apply the damage since I'm not sure you guys. I'll make it simpler for you. Okay, that's that one. Wary Burn Bearer goes forward and is going to try to burn you. He applies the torch.
Okay.
Okay, that does not succeed.
How much damage?
And we'll step over here as part of the action. And Harmonious will also try to do the same. And does burn you. So this is going to do fire damage.
Ouch.
I will apply it, and you also start. You're also set on fire, and it's going to be step for free. Finnur.
Well, thankfully they moved right in front of me, and
How kind of him.
flanking position. So with my first action, I will use my esoteric lore to exploit vulnerability on the buoyant. So skill, esoteric lore, roll. There's that.
That crit succeeds. No resistances or weaknesses.
So then I will apply my personal antithesis. I will draw my short sword, and I will attack Mr. Buoyant.
Yeah.
Which, if he's has fire, I don't think fire is very buoyant, but whatever. He will make his strike.
All right.
Because he's
all right. That's a solid blow, and you whatever you attach to your weapon, he causes him some scream in agony. And he says something. You could almost hear him say, "I now go to you." And he's and then he kind of what's the word? Thrashes and stops moving.
Oh, interesting.
That is you, Ernest.
Ernest is going to recall knowledge about the harmonious one.
Okay. You have a society bonus?
Yeah, my society is +7.
Okay. All right, you know that they are very aggressive. If they knock somebody to 0, they get free movement. And also, their biggest weakness is will.
Okay. And then I will pull out my bow and fire.
Ooh.
Man, I'm rolling really well.
Hold on. Its AC is 13, not 15, so that's a crit.
Nice.
Wait, you're going after the harmonious?
Yeah.
Okay, yep.
Okay, so
Sherlock Holmes.
let's do critical damage.
Critical precision. Oh, jeez. Okay, right up the nostril. And he just... There's no thrashing involved. He just falls dead.
Plus the 1d10 from the deadly. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, Brahgy's next.
Brahgy's gonna kind of call out to Ernest and say, can you help Ayoah? And then I'm gonna cast telekinetic projectile. Just some loose rocks on the ground. Okay. Not gonna do anything.
All right.
And then
it's a whiff.
Yeah, and then he's gonna, I guess, pop off of. You know what? No, I'm just gonna cast shield.
Okay. Okay, Brom.
All right.
Oh.
Brom is.
Yeah, and you hear. Wait, hold on. Let me see. You hear shouts from the distance, and you see a group approaching from the west. They look like they're maybe a round or two away.
All right. So.
Or more. They're coming soon.
So what Brom is going to do in this case He's going to mark the wary burn bearer as the prey. He is going to command Nelek to step 5 feet and attack.
Mm-hmm. Battlebird.
Battlebird, go!
Oh, jeez. My dice, something's going on with my foundry. In April and May, my dice were very cruel in killing parties.
Oh, no.
And today, I think my players have rolled 7 20s so far. Okay. All right, that is... that all right, it's pecked to death. That is, his face is basically mashed in from the force of her blow. That kind of finishes that. And you see more approaching with torches from the west.
So what Brom's going to do for his third action then is he is going to he's going to start moving in that direction.
Okay. And yeah. There's also Pacano and some others are dealing with some approaching from the south, by the way. Yeah. We're out of initiative for the moment as they approach. And Nocta motions to... she says, I can heal somebody.
And I need my fire put out.
Oh yeah, you're on fire.
Yep.
Let's deal with that too. You can
I can help with that.
yeah, make a bunch of D20 rolls right now. Underhill, just roll 4 D20s.
Okay, so
Because I'm assuming am I right that everyone's going to try to help him put out the fire?
Brahgy is actually gonna ignore the fire.
Okay.
He's gonna. Well, I figured that they have it handled.
All right,
and he
3
can't
D20.
really-
on the
Let me get
dice.
these rolls. Yeah, just on the dice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right. Which one is the D20?
Oh, I think I see it.
Okay. Oh, there you go. That first one succeeded. You needed a 15 or higher. So that
Okay,
would have
cool.
happened before your turn, so you don't take any persistent damage.
All right.
Okay, excellent.
So
Ernest is going to make sure that somebody is taking care of Weepa.
Nocta says that she knows what she's doing.
He nods and says, "Good, because I have some, but I've only read books, really."
Okay. All right, you want to help deliver the baby?
No. He says, "If you've got it, you've got it. I will just make sure that no one approaches you, and I will make sure
All right,
to
she
position
said-
myself between the oncoming people and them."
She says, I see you're a master bowman. That's what you need to do.
Master is kind of a strong term, but
Stop being modest.
okay.
There's no time!
So
And Weepa goes, ah!
I will move up with Brom and have my
Do
shield
what she
out.
says! Do what she says!
Brahgy is gonna move to the west side, and he's gonna cast a line of grease on the ground. As they come in, just
I
like
see.
30 feet away.
There's our arrows from a long time ago. Hold on.
Yeah.
Not yet. I was just saying
Okay. Alright, and one of them is bearing a shield. Oh, the political burning mammoth long shield. It has a shield and a spear. Okay, they are approaching. And they're like taking cover behind these rocks right now. Yeah, they look like they're conferring among each other. Okay. Wait, what's the area? Because they can kind of see that.
It's just a line of grease on the ground. Yeah, I would assume they might be able to see it.
Yeah. Do you want to save it or?
No, I mean I'd precast it.
Okay, cool. All right. They give a big war cry, you guys.
So while they're doing that, Brom will also step in between them and Weepa.
Mm-hmm.
Nelek is next to him.
All right.
And the other side of Nelek.
Okay. Here we go.
Ugh, I'm making a mess here.
It's a bigger force.
Why? There we go.
Are we rolling again, or are we just inserting them in?
Roll. Okay. Perception. So, are any of the bad guys rolling initiative with deception or diplomacy by chance? It matters because it will give me an increase to my initiative if they are.
No, that would be like in the middle of a conversation. They are
I know.
Oh, you're kidding. Okay, sorry. Sometimes when I'm focused on a task, I don't get humor.
Yeah. I mean,
Okay.
I do have that ability with Twitchy, but I knew that they weren't using it.
Oh, they rolled monster initiative rolls, you guys. Oh, there's 2 Skritches in the initiative. How did this happen?
I go twice.
No.
No.
Where's that other one? Who's this? Okay, well.
He said there are 2 Skritches.
Oh man.
Oh, they kind of have an issue here. Alright, they're wielding 2 spears, and one of them throws a spear at Skritch. I assume Skritch has a shield up now, right? So I'm gonna do that.
If I am able to have it raised.
Yeah, there was time.
Yeah.
Okay, here comes a spear. Thrown spear. Okay. Okay, bounces off your shield.
Alright.
Okay. This one's close enough to get to you. But actually gets to the bird. So here's going to be a spear strike. Alright, hits the bird.
Do I have my reaction?
Ah!
Do I have my reaction
Yes.
since I have an action?
Yeah, since you're defending. So 7 is reduced to 4 damage.
Yep, and I'm going to strike at it.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. So target it, and then...
Oh, well.
Ooh, that's a hit! A regular hit. So roll damage.
I don't think we had it targeted, but...
That's fine.
Did you? Okay.
For the future.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay. Alright, this is tougher than the other ones. Okay.
Alright.
Obviously, he's intent.
Oh, this one sees the obstacle in the way. And runs around and kind of... what's he gonna do? What? Oh, this is the one bearing a shield.
Just
Hold
walk
on.
through it. You know he wants to.
He raises his shield. I'm looking at his abilities. Ah, interesting. Okay. He's wielding a spear and a shield. Okay, this guy is going to go forward. Ooh, third action. What does he have? He only has melee weapons, so he's gonna go here.
So that means that the grease spell did what it's supposed to do. It prevents attacks.
Mm-hmm.
Battlefield
Finnur.
control. So my first action is actually going to be now. How far away is me? Where's my ruler? 40 feet. Ability. Can I see? Can I see the long shield guy?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good. Then I'm going to target him with my exploit vulnerability.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to esoteric the crap out of that.
You guys, your rolls today. That critically succeeds. No weaknesses or resistances.
It's okay, but he is the target of my exploit vulnerability, so I can use my bell if he decides he wants to strike people.
Nice.
Yeah, I do have that. And then for my second action, I'm going to move. I do not want them to continue to flank, so I'm going to move there. Oh yeah, I'm on ruler still. Oops. Be on the left. There we go. I'm going to move here in order to prevent the flank, and I'm going to target the repetitive burn bearer, and I'm turn off empowerment. Wait.
Empowerment, yes. Weakness, no.
Yeah, I can still use the implements of power. That's not what I do. Alright. Roll. Strike.
Alright, this dodges.
And that is 3 actions.
Okay. Alright, yet another one runs around. This is a bigger group. Whoopsie. Move back here. Is this 75? Is it really? No. Oh, it's counting from the beginning.
So that's
15,
30 feet.
25. This is 50 feet. And it's gonna throw a spear at the bird. What? Subtract 1 from this. 16 is a hit. Thrown weapons do full damage. That was a grazing blow. So apply that to Nelek, and we now go to Brahgy.
Brahgy is going to train his bonded item. And he's gonna bring back grease.
Oh.
And he's gonna pop
Awesome.
it under those 3 guys in like a line, and the last 5 feet is gonna like stick out in front.
Wait, it's a range of 30. So
Oh, it is 30. It is 30. You
I
were
want to know
absolutely
how
right.
to read that. Do you I was gonna say it in the core rulebook. Targeting areas. Does the whole thing have to be within your range? I kind of think it does.
Yeah, I'll just move up so it's
All right.
in my range with my first action. Let me one more. Okay, and then I'll cast around them.
Okay. Okay, so we must do a reflex save now, correct? All right.
Yeah.
What am I doing? All right. A strange. Whoa! Oil comes from the ground, and they seem to have grown very acrobatic since you were one tribe. And they call you a witch. Get the witch.
Oh no.
Ah, there you go.
Oh, that's my turn. I'm done.
You should know my usual rule of it's the square they enter that movement restrictions, obstacles to movement applies. So in this case, it's if they go into that square. That's how I usually apply it. That's how I resolve what's difficult terrain. Okay.
Okay.
Ernest.
All right. Going to do a recall knowledge on the ornery one.
Okay. You succeed. He's flat-footed to you, and you know that they.
How far away am I from him?
You know that they. You can tell their fighting style. If they critically hit, they have a particularly ruthless style of fighting. If they critically hit, it makes you flat-footed.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then follow that up with an attack.
It's called Muscle Slicer.
Would they have lesser cover where I am right now?
I'll say no.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, sounds about right.
No. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, all right. And I've got one more action. I'll just go ahead and fire off another arrow.
They're still flat-footed, right?
They are until... I was wrong about it. I thought it was till the end of my next turn. It's until the start of my next turn.
Okay.
So.
Ah, there you go.
Hey. Even with a -1.
Yeah, because it was flat-footed.
Yep.
Ooh, that's a solid hit.
All right.
Okay. Skritch.
That's my turn.
Oh, okay. Do I have one in front of me?
If you
All right.
step here, Skritch, you'd get a flank with Finnur.
Sounds good to me. Can you do that? Step me 5 feet to that spot. Okay. And I'll attack the one that I am flanking. So target that one. The one that's between me and Finnur. Yep.
Repetitive burn bear.
Repetitive. Okay.
Ooh,
That should hit.
that is a critical hit.
Nice.
All right. Satisfying crunch.
Do I have to do something special to make it roll? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Crumples to the ground.
All right. And for my last action, I'll raise my shield.
Okay. Brom.
Okay. So Brom, first action, he is going to. This one, it looks injured. So Brom is going to first command Nelek to attack this one without marking it as his. First he's going to do is he's going to have Nelek 5-foot step, so she gets the flank. And then she is going to... Actually, no, why not? Brom will mark this as the prey for the second attack and have Nelek do a beak attack for the third.
That crits. You guys.
Boatload of damage incoming.
Okay. Okay, that was... All right. Her beak has seen death more than once
This
today.
is making up for the fact that like half of us are fatigued.
Imek, meanwhile, is like desperately gathering her animals, making sure they run to her. She's actually she's chasing after one right now.
And I think Brom still has one more action, so Brom is going to fire at the ornery hunter.
Okay, that is a miss. Okay. Casual burning mammoth hunter is going to run forward and try to hit that bird. The bird of death.
Shouldn't he be trying to get the witch, though?
Within 15 feet.
It's
of
all
the
right. Nelek is doing her job also of.
But I feel like they just chanted "kill the witch," and Brahgy's right there, ready to be killed.
Yeah, but Nelek just ripped the throat out of one of their buddies.
Yeah,
right
they're,
in front of
That's
them.
fine,
kill the
that's fine.
bird. Oh, come. Yeah. I'm like cheering for the bad guys. All right. The political one is going to raise its shield and go forward. This annoying thing's in the way. This grease spell.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Actually, he wants to walk towards the witch. Hold on. Nah. What's his speed? Is it really 20? It is.
You would have that in your.
Yeah, he's gonna go here. All right. With the shield raised, he's gonna go for the bird. Okay.
I'm gonna ring my bell.
All right. Oh wait, no, that's was looking at the other one.
I'm gonna ring the bell.
That's not all right.
Okay, bell is rung. What's the trigger for that? That happens first, right?
The strike is the trigger.
Can you put it in chat?
Requirements. Here. There we go. So, trigger is the trigger is the strike, and requirements. I'm holding my bell, and the triggering creature is within 30 feet of me, and they are my exploited vulnerability, which is the political burning mammoth long.
I remember one that's more anti-caster, one that's more anti-melee. Looks like you want to do a disrupting harmony.
Yeah, and I am going to make them. I'm going to make them enfeebled, or I'm going to attempt to make them enfeebled. So they need to make a will save versus my class DC, which I believe is 7.
Okay, that succeeds, and it's unclear to me whether it affects the incoming strike. That is the trigger, I'd assume.
Target's going to will save against your class DC or become enfeebled 1. So yeah, he.
The trigger says that it would affect, so I think it's once they start swinging. Like.
Yeah.
Okay, here's damage.
All right, so I'm going to use the reactive strike to limit the damage on Nelek.
I actually meant this to be the shield boss, by the way. So here's the damage from the shield boss. So that's going to be 6 damage. However, hold on.
Enough to bring her down, though.
Yeah.
Even with the reactive strike reduction,
it reduces.
She only had
9...
2 HP left, so.
Yep.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. And Skritch, you get a free attack. You're both shielded right now.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask. If the attack was, if the creature that did that attack was within my melee range.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, are you going to attack?
Slow.
Yeah. Apparently my computer's being slow.
That is not a... Whoa, what? Is its AC really that low? Hold on. Hold on. It should be higher. Sorry, I'm not cheating, you guys. Oh, it said the shield expired, but that's not true. All right, its AC's higher. Bonk! It blocks it with the shield. Also, their bloodlust, when they see the bird go down, they all get a free stride. That the allies do. This guy moves here. This guy moves right here. Steps here. Well, actually, this one would have moved... Sorry. Would have... Sorry, this one was over here. This guy moves here. This guy moves here. That's what happens. Okay. That was that one's turn. Finnur!
Okay, so this is what's going to happen. I'm going to move with my first action. Still on my ruler. First action, second action, strike against the political burning mammoth on the shield. Action, short sword. He does have my personal antithesis.
That's a hit.
The hit.
8. He shield blocks it.
Okay,
Wait.
so
I'm going to apply weakness 2 right now. Okay. All right, and it sizzles your implement against him, or your esoteric.
I'm also going to attempt to strike again.
Okay.
Because I don't like him.
Okay, nope.
Misses.
I saw that 19. I was like, oh man.
All
Yeah,
right.
it hovered there for a second.
Here comes Kill the Witch.
Kill the witch!
That's a hit.
Oh
no.
crap.
Hit by 2. Oh, I thought the IMEC penalty caused you to be hit, but it was being
Sorry,
flanked.
I meant to use my talisman there, but I didn't call it, so it's fine.
Oh, no. I was really fast. And we're kind of new. Talisman? What?
The talisman we just got.
That's only for animals.
Oh, it wouldn't have been enough in this case. Oh, and that's for animals.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, it's
humans
supposed
are
to
not
be
animals in Pathfinder.
As animalistic as these guys are acting.
Oh, yeah, I see it. Okay, yeah, we're good.
Yeah, okay. So that's 4 damage for Brahgy.
Okay.
And then here's another strike. That does not succeed. And they're kind of reckless. They're very offensive. Here's another swing. That hits. And that's 6 more damage.
Okay.
Your turn, Brahgy.
Whoa.
Whoa, not that much.
Yeah,
Less.
The it's at
You should be at 5 health.
11. Yep. Okay. I am going to I'm gonna cast shield first of all. Or do anything.
Let's see if they have attacks of opportunity.
Yeah, that's what we're about to find out.
Shield is a verbal spell, but nothing happens.
Nothing happens?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You don't have to manipulate.
Where is
That's right.
Okay.
Handy.
And then Brahgy's gonna run off screaming, "Kill the witch! Kill the witch!" And he's gonna use all 60 feet, and he's gonna like hang out.
Before the errata raise shield action had the manipulate trait. For one of the erratas.
He's gonna hang out over here.
Oh, that's a nice spot.
I'm done.
Yeah. He needs to yeah, that's perfectly I see the reasoning.
Yeah. That
Is he gonna start to Kamehameha? Okay, Ernest. I'm sorry. I'll let you. Ernest.
Ernest was almost already reaching for his healing tools to help Brahgy, and then Brahgy runs away, and he's like, "Oh, okay then," and but is going to go ahead and drop his bow and draw his short sword, move into flank, and then try to take out the ornery.
Nope.
And miss. All right, that's my
Okay.
turn.
Hops aside. Skritch.
All right. First
Set
of
up a
all,
flank here.
I want to try to intimidate the political guy.
All right.
So, target with that.
All right.
Is that what the...
All right. Try to
No,
get his
just-
attention as he wails into. He's just, hit the bird, knocked it down.
Yeah.
All right. And he hesitates a bit. Who's that? Frightened one.
All right, and then I will go ahead and swing at him as well.
Okay.
Oh, quick input. Did you want to move onto the flank before you struck?
No, because I'm going to raise my shield when I'm done with the attack. If I'm,
Stay on.
am I not adjacent to him?
Oh, you are.
Yeah, that's what.
Okay.
Yes.
That is a hit.
Guess what? He can't shield block again.
Correct.
Nope.
Ooh, 10
Oh.
damage. You've broken a bone. This guy is definitely... He has a sense of self-preservation. We'll see what happens. Brom.
ratio?
Well.
Oh, yeah,
Alright.
sorry. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Brom.
All right. So first thing that Brom's going to do is he's going to drop short bow. Next thing he's going to do is he is going to draw his hatchet for first action. Second action, he is going to strike with the hatchet on the ornery one who he is flanking with Ernest.
Mm-hmm. That's a strike. That hits.
All right. For 7 damage.
Okay. All right. With that blow, you slice his midsection, and he kind of grabs it and looks up at you and falls to his knees, and it's basically falling to die.
And what Brom is going to do next is he is going to mark the casual hunter as his prey.
Mm. Okay.
So-
Mhm.
Does Nelek now need to make her
Yes.
her death save?
Technically, right after this one's turn.
Okay.
Okay.
Brahgy is still chanting "Kill the witch," by the way. He's like actively mocking them.
Did Ernest do a killing blow? I don't think so. I think Brom just did.
No.
So here we go. It's gonna go. It's gonna go to Weepa.
What?
Oh no!
She's literally giving birth. How monstrous are these guys?
No!
And Nocta blocks that. I'm just throwing in some, Goes for
Yeah.
Brom instead.
Tension stuff.
All right, that's a hit against Brom. And that's 5. And political burning. Uh-oh. This one did not like you, Skritch. I think it's going to focus on you. It's going to raise its
Okay.
shield. And try to do a shield boss attack against you.
Ringing the bell.
Ding! Okay, he's enfeebled. Oh wait, he makes a will save.
I'll save. Plus, he's also he's frightened.
Right.
So
Yeah.
It's
Uh-oh. 15! So he becomes enfeebled 1,
he is enfeebled 1.
and then is going to do damage, and enfeebled makes that only 7.
Okay.
Did you have a
So I
reaction,
have-
Skritch? Did you wanted to use?
I'm going to use my shield block.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll lower it to 2 damage.
Action.
Yes.
Ah, this is what the guy does. He raises his shield as a free action. Yeah. Okay. Then, shield shove.
Health left.
So it's going to try to shove you. And it gets it treated as 1 degree of success better, because he can.
Just because.
Yeah. Your fortitude DC. Okay, that's a failure. Turns into a success. You're pushed back. And it's going to step back. Well, no, I kind of don't like that idea. What else can he do? I like his abilities. It's gonna try to hit Finnur with the spear.
Bring it.
Nope. Okay, Finnur. What?
I do believe that you have screwed up, sir. You are not doing well.
You have activated.
All right.
Card.
Some of the warriors in the following who've kind of teased you, kind of walk up beside you as you do this. They kind of, you in a fight, you're one with them. There is no distinction. Social.
So here's.
You're not a pariah.
Oh.
Alas.
So we're going to go again.
Okay.
Wait. That we want that one.
Ooh. Oh, if only we're still frightened.
If only we were still frightened. Do I have a better third action?
I see you have a high charisma. I mean, the play usually is to, you're not trained in intimidation, but that's one thing to do is to...
Intimidation, demoralize isn't a trained action.
It is not.
So I will...
Oh my god, you're like that... What's that movie, It? Oh jeez, you are. Okay, you create an impression on this guy.
He's more like the digger guy from Atlantis, the Last Empire or Lost Empire. The guy that likes dirt.
What's wrong with me?
Oh, I forgot the recovery check for Nelek.
Oh, yes. All right, here we go.
Nope. Dying 2. Okay, and then it's DC 10 plus the dying value. Okay, Brahgy.
Kind of put myself out of the fight here a little bit. Brahgy's going to stride once and this guy's looking pretty badly hurt, so Brahgy's gonna gamble a little bit and he's going to cast Force Bolt.
Oh, you roll higher than 1. All right. As he raises his weapon to make another strike against Finnur, surprise shot in the back, and he clutches it and wobbles, losing his balance to the ground. He is gone.
And then I'm gonna cast Shield for my last action. And I'm done.
And Ernest?
I am going to start by battle medicining the bird.
So
let's see if this works out.
Nope.
Oh, this is a 20.
It's not a crit failure, but
No. No.
Okay. And
No.
then is going to move over to get into flank and then strike.
Okay. Hit.
All right.
Of course, you're targeting Nelek.
Oh,
Oh yeah, sorry. That was my bad.
Oh wait, hold on. I'm sorry. Oh, because it is flanked, that is a hit.
Okay. So I will go ahead and roll damage now then.
Whoa! You're like the super warrior.
I have no idea why.
Wait, is
You
You did-
flat-footed because
wait,
you're the flank.
oh you're? I keep thinking you're an investigator.
No,
Yeah.
I was considering investigator for him at one point, but decided on rogue instead.
Okay.
So,
All right. Well, you surprise shank him. You're ruthless. You go straight for the vital bits.
and I'm.
You're not
and
a
as I
mild-mannered
stab-
professor
and as I stab
anymore.
in- As I stab in, I yell, "You do not attack a pregnant woman, especially when she's in the process of giving birth."
All right. As she's in her pain, she kind of gives you a fist bump. Like- All right, Skritch.
How many more are there?
One.
Only. Well, there's the. It looks like they're starting to handle things to the south. As of now, you don't see any close group about to attack.
Okay, so in our little group, there's only one.
There's only this one guy.
Yeah. All right. So how far am I?
Uh,
30 feet.
25 feet to hit, 30.
I think can I be? Am I still next to Nelek right now?
About 15 feet.
Nelek.
I wonder if a pregnant woman can provide flanking.
I mean, she seems really, really feisty. I figure
She is
might like have
feisty.
have
I'm gonna roll high or
Yeah.
low.
She's giving
Let's-
birth,
I'm
she's
gonna
like
roll high
poking her
low.
with a knife or
I mean,
something.
If it's low for the GM,
You
oh no
are-
no no, she's too focused on her on her
I
Lamaze.
don't know, because when you are in the birth pains, like, you are absolutely spiked on adrenaline. Like,
That is
adrenaline
kind of
like,
true. I'll allow it. Screw the die roll. This makes total sense.
All right, so I'm gonna move up to put myself between the other guy and Nelek. I'm gonna lay on hands on Nelek and then raise my shield.
They're gonna give this baby a cool name. Can you imagine? Okay.
Of course, yeah.
Says you don't.
Oh, you were laying hands on Nelek, so that's our bird is, getting resuscitated here with the
Yeah,
power
it-
of Sister Cinder.
Yeah, it's saying I don't have a focus point, but that's probably just because I haven't done the
Yeah,
refocus
it's all
thing.
right. Don't worry about it.
So I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna raise my shield.
Okay. All right.
I had to move to get up there, so that's my action.
Okay. Did not like that, Ernest. Here comes some stabby. All right, the first one hits.
Hold on,
And
isn't that Brom's turn?
You can just-
oh, it is Brom's turn, so that was a not illegal roll.
Oh.
According to Ronald's rules of rolling. Brom,
All right.
this is
we're
what
gonna
it wants to do.
We're gonna do something. We're gonna do something a little fun first. He's already been marked as my prey. So the first thing that Brom is going to do, he is going to grab him. He's got a hand free.
That succeeds. It's not a tough guy after all.
So Brom grabs. So Brom's got him by the shirt.
Mm-hmm.
Pulls him in. This was not the guy who was this the guy who brought down Nelek, or was that the?
No, that was the shielded guy.
All right.
Political guy.
And Brom pulls him as he raises his hatchet above his head. Is like, You listen to the professor. You don't strike a pregnant woman. And he strikes with the hatchet. And now that because he's grabbed, he's well. I suppose that he was flat-footed anyway, but still.
This is funner. It's fine.
Ah, there you go. Wait. -5 because of the multiple attack, or -4. That's a hit. Ooh.
All right. And he's my. Oh, I forgot to mention that he's also my.
Yeah.
Since he's also my target as well, I'll
roll a d8.
Let me. Yeah. If it will let me, let's try that. Roll 1d8.
In the chat at the bottom of the chat, there's that little d8 thing.
Yeah, and it keeps saying I'm not worthy.
Oh.
Let's try the. Oh, there we go. I needed to actually click the.
Oh, the first one counts. That's 9 damage. He doesn't look like he's in pain. He kind of looks at you with a smirk and kind of with his last act before he dies, he spits in your face. And Letsua is gathering everyone together. Ayoah is kind of not the commander type. You see Shaggy Shemven has a bloody nose, and he had been involved in the fisticuffs. And people are starting to gather, and someone excitedly runs over from the west and says there's a large group coming. Maybe many of them have torches. It looks like at least 100 of them. It looks like it's going to be another... He's kind of... It'll be a little while before they get here. Now, I'm going to use the bathroom, and I'm going to come right back.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
Danger.
Danger.
So yeah.
Yeah.
I vote that we name the baby Fist Bump.
Maybe name the baby Fist Bump.
Something. Some cool, surname like Battleborn or something like that.
Well, it certainly won't be like Finnur's son or Finnur's daughter, but because it's not Finnur's child.
That's usually how that works. You're
Well,
correct.
I know we were suspecting twins for this because she's that size. So
Yeah. So yeah, we call
that's
him
what we were
Fist.
saying
Bump.
earlier. Fist and bump. Oh gosh.
Letsua kind of takes he climbs up top of one of these standing stones, the one that's and in fact he kind of almost breaks the raven head off again, and he's kind of looking off in the distance, and he says
You know how hard it was to fix that?
he says we have a little more time than that, but he says everyone already is starting to pack up without an order, but we have you hear a baby cry.
That was quick.
Just
Yes, very quick. And you see, blood. Basically, Nocta lessened her pain as this happened, but she basically made the pregnancy happen faster. And there's another baby crying.
Yep.
Letsua says, Sister Cinder, give us strength to take up the fire and find bright righteousness in this dim hour. Let's get back to camp, gather our things. We have to get out of here as quickly as possible. And there is a third baby being born.
That's what I thought.
Triplets. Whoa.
So we break. That's where we pause. I thought that was cool.
It's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good place. do.
Yeah.
Cliffhanger.
I love running around like an idiot.
So well, see, I'm not the only one who is a little
Yeah.
kill the witch! Kill the witch!
Yeah. All right, cool. Anyway, I don't know if you. That was a severe fight at the end.
Made so even more by the fact that half of us are still exhausted.
But yep, a lot happened in this one day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And we're like, what, 70 XP away from level 2.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Yes, we are.
Oh man, very nice.
All right. Yeah. Anyway, I don't know what else to say. I've had 8 hours of RPG straight.
It's too much.
Thank you very much for it.
Yeah.
Very
Sure,
enjoyable
sure.
today.
I'm glad you enjoyed it. I think that anyway. Yeah.
So that probably means for the next session we should be ready to level up.
Oh yeah. I'm
Fairly
gonna create a level
sometime in
2
the session.
thread
Yeah.
so you can talk about that. Reminds me, we have free archetype and gradual ability boost. So you get a free archetype feat and you get to boost 1 score.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and
Probably gonna do Dex so I can hit a little bit better.
yes.
And this is increase it by 2 so that we get an extra 1 ability modifier.
Unless it's 8, the score is 18 or higher, and then it only goes up by 1.
Okay.
How often does that go off?
Every level, like, so we'll get 1 at 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and then our 5th level 1.
Yeah.
Are we doing that past 5th level? The ability
No.
to graduate?
No.
Okay. And then normally you would skip 6th level and do 7, 8, 9, and 10. But in this case, as in the other 2 campaigns I was in, it only goes as far as 5th level, and
For
then we.
the way I implement it.
What's that called? I'll read up on it because I've never heard of that.
Gradual ability.
Gradual. Okay, I'll read it. Because that changes my world if I can do that. That's neat.
So
Basically, the 4
so
boosts you would
basically, like,
get at
it's
5th
spread out.
level are spread out. And
Yeah.
for your top key ability score, save it until 5th level because it's not going to actually increase it above. It doesn't bring it to 20. It only brings it to 19.
Okay, so I can't do like intelligence. So it's just spreading out your. Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
I also wanna-
Assuming that your top score is 18. If it's 16, you can apply it to it because it'll make it 18.
I also wanted to make sure something I was doing kind of hand wavy is okay. Like I don't like declaring every time I'm gonna refocus. I don't want to waste everybody's time, so I've just been like after things. I've been resetting focus points. If that's okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
Within
fine.
reason, right?
Within
Like,
reason.
Yeah.
If you tell me now, then yeah.
Yeah. Like I won't, like I wouldn't do it like in between things, but like if there's like a long stretch of time, I'll just reset it. Because I assume we take 10 minutes in there at some point.
Okay. Remind me. I know we were talking about the monster part system, but didn't we talk about automatic bonus progression?
We did, and you said you were going to consider it because the mod, the AP doesn't give like weapons and stuff like that for our runes and stuff like that.
But that's going to be considered together with monster parts. Whether we do that, if we do monster parts, we might not do that. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to look into the monster parts thing and get back to you guys. In the meantime, I'm going to create a level 2 thread, and you get to chat about leveling up. Yay!
All right.
So,
Archetypes.
how much time does he estimate we have before that other group gets to where we are? As just a guesstimate.
At least an hour. He says
Okay, so
this group was a bit foolish.
Yeah. So we have some time
they were an early.
patching up.
Yeah. They were like an advanced group.
Okay.
All right then.
Cool.
All right. Well, I think that it's this time next week for our next session.
Wow,
Yes.
Okay.
Great.
Excellent. Okay.
So the 29th is available
Yes.
for people. I thought someone wasn't available on the 29th. They free
Yeah,
up.
my plans changed.
Okay, cool. All right. 8 o'clock.
Okay.
Okay. Cool.
All right.
Well,
Good.
I will look forward to the level 2 thread so we can discuss our plans.
Yes. Not
Sounds good.
fewer things are as fun, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. All right. See you all later.
Later.
All right.
Thanks, everyone.
Sure.
Have a good night.
Good night.